Okay, guys. So, I still need your help. The most important thing tonight, I just uploaded on UNIRock 2, calling out Airsoft Fatty's manager, this dude with like 500,000 subs, decided to strike my video yesterday, misusing the copyright system for several reasons why he did. It's in my video. Why I think he called me out. I'm not going to go into it again tonight, but if you haven't tweeted at Team YouTube, if you would like to tweet at Team YouTube again, and if you'd like to let some YouTubers know what happened, it would help me out, because this is a constant abuse of the copyright system to squelch criticism and things like that should not be tolerated, in my opinion. I think you all agree with me. So tonight we're going to talk about some dumb bullshit that I don't want to talk about, but if it has to be done, it has to be done. Let's rip the Band-Aid and let's get this over with, because I found a really badass little video game. And in this little video game, you control some evil, like, it's this little pixel game, but it's really complex, and you control this little, oh, dude, we're Lovecraftian. What's the name of the Lovecraftian demon? Oh, I forget his name, dude. But, you know, the evil Lovecraft, they like tentacles and all that stuff. You control like a whole squad of these things, and you go around and you kill all these little pixel people to make your Lovecraft demon god more powerful. It's really freaking awesome. So we're going to play it tonight a little bit. We'll probably play Tarkov and Apex 2 later. But we've got videos to look at. We've got things to react to. We've got videos to process. We've got stuff to talk about. And then on top of all of that, first, due to the escalation of drama and bullshit, there has been a question. Is UNIRock a bad guy, a meanie, for having the thought process that Agrippa, some internet troll who likes to try to buddy up to a creator, regardless of how big or small the creator is, and use that creator to enact his stupid freaking drama upon the world? Is he a troll? Did he reform? Did he try to dox Heretic? Is Heretic lying? All these stupid things I will answer right now. I didn't want to answer them. In fact, the last few days I've tried to just give my opinion, very much so, stating throughout the entire thing I was giving just my opinion, making sure people knew that I wasn't, oh shit, that's the wrong one, that I wasn't going to, oh, it's up, what is it doing up there? I'm making sure throughout the last few days that I would never make you think or give you an impression that I was trying to do a deep dive or anything, you know, being upfront through the whole thing, that I'm literally just discussing the drama that's floating around the topic so that people know how I felt. And my entire discussion over 2 days led to the fact that it's just some inter-channel, like a channel between another channel having some issues, and that it shouldn't blow up. It shouldn't be a bad thing. Everybody should kind of like get over it and move on. Well, I didn't know some things over the last 2 days that I'd heard some things, but I didn't allow myself to take weight of those things. I didn't allow myself to acknowledge those things in a serious fashion when I should have, because there is a creator named Heretic who we all have watched. I've shown him on the show several times, and I've shouted out his content on a couple subjects, and he's been chased off of the internet with the threat of releasing his docs and threatening his work, according to Heretic, as I've said the last couple days. And you know, there is a pretty what I think did when I gave my opinion over the last few days for very short periods of time on this topic, hoping to get people to get over it and move on. I think I just didn't. Well, no, actually, I think I did pretty damn good of a job making sure to tell everybody that it was just my initial response to a few little rumors. I definitely spelled that out, and I think that the manipulation or the choosing to ignore that I said that, choosing to ignore that I purposely wasn't going to do a deep dive on that dumb bullshit. People have called me out, made accusations towards me, made accusations towards other people, and now it's turning into a big thing. When, if you do, anyone who cares about the stupidness that's about to ensue, if you want to know why it's ensued so that you can avoid this kind of stupidness in the future, go to my last two videos, my last two live streams. and watch what I said about this over the last 2 days, because I didn't want this to happen. I don't want to drudge up a bunch of old shit. I didn't, by the way. Other people did. I don't want to fucking sit here and sling bullshit at each other. And anyway, let me just go ahead and drop it all. I just want to make sure, like, drop all the screenshots and everything that's there. I just want to make sure that Agrippa and anyone else that's hanging around Agrippa, I'm not going to say Demi on that one, because I don't know the level of interaction Demi has with Agrippa, but Demi has defended Agrippa, and a few tweets that I didn't know about has even told people and posted underneath the tweets from Demi's account that Agrippa is spitting the truth on the fact that Stuart or me or others have doxed Agrippa and this craziness. And truly, I think this is Agrippa's obsessive-compulsive idiocy not being solved, not growing out of it, trying to keep enacting the troll bullshit and to get what he wants. What did he want? He wanted me to respond and say his name, and Demi gave it to him. But because I was forced into doing this, simply because I have a good relationship with Demi, due to the fact that it's been forced like this, I'm cutting off all communication with those 3 people after this video, and you will understand why as soon as I finish this segment. So let's get it done so we can do some fun shit. I want to play some video games, react to some videos, and tell you about other things that are going on YouTube and do our normal show. So let's do that shit. Let's do that shit. Oh, come on. If I can get this damn thing to load, man. All right, sorry, I wanted to get this video to load. So basically, all this came to a head today in Demi's video. I've been doing video production today. I have not watched Demi's video. I have had people kind of brief me on it. I made sure to hear from several people whether or not it was something we should watch on the show or not, and it pretty much comes down to just a couple screenshots. That's it. So if it didn't just come down to a couple screenshots, I would go through the rigmarole and the long process of watching the whole thing. We're not going to add anything to the stream by watching it, in my opinion. I did skip through it. So, yeah. But there were 2 things referenced. One is this video, and another is a tweet that I put out. And that somehow is good enough to say that I am looking at some dude's docs and that I helped dox somebody. What really gets me about this is that Demi pushed it and agreed with it and was okay with it off of such bullshit. This, by the way, does not prove that Stuart doxed anybody. All it is Steve typing Agrippa's name into a live chat. Do I think that Steve should be labeled as a doxer? You know that. Do I think that he should be labeled as a doxer for typing Agrippa's name into the live chat? I think it's arguable. The reason I will say it's arguable is because Agrippa's going to come back if he wanted to defend Steve and say, Steve didn't dox me, which, by the way, just so you know, he would if he would want to. This dude would literally flip sides on his worst enemy if it made a different enemy look worse in his eyes. That's why I don't interact with the guy, and it's why I tried to give the advice to Demi over the last few days. Stop listening to these people. They're steering you in the wrong direction. They are obviously influencing you to start dramas and to do videos that they want you to do. Because if you're wanting to do these videos, I don't want to interact with you. If you're wanting to bring up these subjects, stir this fucking shit when there's so many other things that could be done, I misjudged you as a creator to work with. I didn't say I did misjudge her. I said if that was the case. But see, I don't care to find out. It's so fucking petty. And either way, this video, and we'll watch it in a little bit, I don't see how it proves Stewart doxed anybody, but yet it's being used and being pushed by Demi as proof that Stewart doxed somebody. All I know is that McCrae put Agrippa's name in a chat with like dash, this is Agrippa. And I agree that McCrae is a fucking asshole for doing it and should be labeled as a doxer. And this should be one of the examples that should be used when discussing Steve McCrae's doxings. Sure. But I don't think he doxed Agrippa by putting his name in the chat. I think it was unethical, immoral. It was bullshit. So why is it not doxing? Because it came off of a Facebook page. I've never seen this Facebook page. I have been told this from the people that were involved at the time. And for one, I've never sat in any chat, obviously any type of hangout, any type of thing with McCrae and discussed anybody's identity or to any effect there. The only conversations that I've ever had was with Stewart in my Discord in front of many other people and many other creators. Not any type of exclusive conversation, not any type of closed conversation. Stewart and I sat and he brought up the fact that he was being accused of being a doxer and discussed the story. And I did put out a tweet that said that Agrippa lies about who he is. But it was because that day it was shown that he's not some rich business owner. And yes, Agrippa was going around convincing people that he was a respectable business owner type guy or some shit. That's the context of the tweet. All of this could have been known by Demi and anyone else that wanted to know if, one, they could have watched some old streams. But I get it. Watching old streams takes a lot of time and effort, and I don't expect to put them through that when I could sit down and talk to them and actually work it out. But there's another problem. Even though I offered to sit down and work it out, that's not good enough. It has to be done right now. You can't finish all of your video production, all the work for your live streams, and then have the conversation once you've got a chance to sit down and talk. Oh no, you either come talk right now or else drama. I don't operate like that. I didn't operate like that with this guy, and I'm not going to operate like that with anybody else. Yet, this will be a constant theme in this segment tonight, that the behavior of individuals out there is exactly mirrored from the Grinchy poo. This is something that happened with Heretic being chased off of the damn internet with his threat of his job and threat of his doxing happening and him feeling as if he's threatened for it. Now, new information is coming out there, and supposedly redacted screenshots will be put out at some point that proves that Demi and Agrippa and Umancer, this isn't my claim, by the way. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't give two fucks. You can talk all the shit you want. I will just fucking ignore you. If you want to warp out what I say or try to fuck with me or whatever you want to do, do it all you want. Join the damn club of uni haters. There's an entire line out there. Jump in it. But though, if you want to see evidence, if you want to know why this is happening, if you want to know what happened, just sit and chill for a second and I'll hook you up. Anyway, though, this whole thing, basically, you can't criticize McCrae for months and then behave like McCrae behind the scenes. I'm not saying that that happened. I'm saying that's the accusation from Heretic. Heretic, when saying this, of course, not to me. I haven't talked to Heretic. I don't have time to sit and talk to Heretic. I don't have time to sit and talk to Demi. I gave Demi, by the way, a conversation the day before yesterday or yesterday. I took time out of my day. You guys know all I'm doing is producing video content. The minute that I finish producing video content, go and hang out with the family for a minute or two. I'm right here streaming, and then I'm done in bed, and then I wake up and start again. That's how I've been getting out highly edited, highly written, highly scripted videos every day with hours of live streaming combined with it. I'm not going to give that up when I'm being paid and supported by 20,000 people to do this just so I can entertain some bullshit. But what did I do? I know other people don't think it fucking matters. Oh, I know you don't respect my time. You don't respect my content or what I do. I get that other people don't respect it. But there are people out there that watch my shit and want me to make content. So me taking the time out to sit down and attempt to hear the issues, I think was pretty fucking cool of me, because I could have said, fuck you, wait a week, wait 2 weeks, wait till I have time. And I did not. I took time out. I sat down. I talked about it. And what did I hear? Well, you can find out everything I heard if you listen to last night's stream where I addressed this. But to sum it up, just a bunch of drama. People getting mad at each other, people getting mad at certain viewers, people mad because somebody thinks that someone said something that made them mad, and now they're mad that they're getting mad because an accusation's out there that somebody bullied somebody over their damn mental health, and then somebody else is mad because of this, so we got to expose this and this. It's just a fucking drama and bullshit. That's why I didn't pay attention to it. It's just in one ear, out the other, because I still have to keep my stream in here. I still got to keep the 4 videos I'm working on in here. I still got to stay focused to everything else I'm doing, and I'm trying my best to fucking be like, is there something here? There was nothing there. It's just drama, and that's what I've said the last 2 days. Anyway, so let's talk about the weird accusations or insinuations that are floating around. There, for some reason, is some assumption that I should want to hang around with Agrippa or Umancer or anyone that behaves like them. And let's not just pin it on them. Let's just do a wide net. Anybody that has no respect for other people, treats other people like absolute fucking shit constantly, acts like they're better than everybody else, constantly changes their opinion on things with no real evidence or real thing there to explain the change in their stance. But there is always a drama or a person they want to make look bad that would explain the change in their stance. This is what I describe as omega trolling. I've had to make different designations of the word troll due to people like, oh, you called me a troll, you must be hating me. Because honestly, you could just say somebody joking around to try to embarrass somebody else is trolling, because it is, by all standards. But also trying to dox somebody is trolling. So I like to say that extreme levels of trolling is omega trolling. The reason I use that term is because there's a term out there already called omega lol. It's where you lol, laugh out loud a lot, but you do it to an extreme. You either pee your pants, fall out of your chair, you read a comment in a live chat that really makes you laugh. Omega lol. So you've got trolls and omega trolls. The trolls being people that are just trolling to have fun and just like, be silly, and they're just dropping it and they would never like take it seriously or harass somebody. Then the omega trolls, the people that do it with the intent of confusing people, lying, setting people up, and harassing. Just so you get my vernacular here a bit. Either way, this is not evidence, in my opinion. I'm going to watch it again live just so we can say to ourselves, just to double check that there is evidence in here, but supposedly it feels like it's just a big fucking troll. What it feels like is you want to get everybody's attention and just troll the fuck out of them by accusing people of being doxers and accusing people of doing these things, because you're not showing me shit that represents doxing or represents any of that. What I think is a doxer, harasser, a stalker has convinced Agrippa has convinced Demi that he didn't stalk people, he didn't dox people, he didn't harass people. And all it takes to find out if Agrippa did dox people or not is 2 seconds of research, and it's right in front of your fucking eyes. Now, when I use the word dox, let's go ahead and set some vernacular here. Let's just set some conversation. Here's what I mean. Doxing, of course, encompasses the threat of doxing and the other parts that would come from instilling the threat of your location being used against you. Whether you're going to release it, send somebody there, swat them, send pizzas to their house, come by, knock, and dance outside. No matter what it is, you are basically saying you don't just take this as an internet threat, which is what just constantly is out on the internet that nobody cares about because it's an internet threat. Don't take it that way. You got to up the game, my dude. You got to take this as a real world, real life threat. And that's what will say Agrippa, the threat of doxing and releasing the information, one or the other. You got me? Not somebody making a fucking comment, not somebody describing something and somebody trying to convince you whether or not there's actual information of Agrippa doing this. Because what I said the last 2 days is real, is true. Agrippa does these things. And then when he gets accused of it, when somebody fucking goddamn calls him out on it, he turns around and he's like, I didn't do that. Start the waterworks, start the tears. They're bullying me by calling me one. I never fucking threatened anybody. He did. He threatened Stewart with his job. And this is what makes me think, and I wasn't good. Look, I said I wasn't going to talk about this. I told everybody, like, fuck it, we'll let it go. We don't want to give these guys the attention, but since it's got to be pressed, since it's got to be pushed, supposedly wanting me to go talk about it on the fucking GDC, I'm never going back to the goddamn GDC after this, just so you know. But this is, I do have some evidence, and I do have something that actually does show that Agrippa does this, which means a lot considering that Heretic is claiming that Agrippa, an Umancer, and I don't know if he's claiming Demi or not. I've been told that he's been claiming Demi did this too, but I'll just say I don't want to confirm that. I'm not going to say that yet. Definitely, though, Heretic's claim is that he left the internet because Agrippa found out where he worked and then threatened him with it. And by the way, I've got screenshots of Agrippa doing this to other people. So is it too much of a stretch to think that Agrippa was wanting to earn Demi's approval and knew that Demi was mad at Heretic and just took, went and then that's what I was talking about 2 days ago with a screenshot that showed that Agrippa was celebrating making Heretic piss his pants or whatever it said, right? This is a stupid subject because this is like the 95th time that Agrippa's done this. He just constantly goes around harassing people, I mean. And then the worst part is people actually, okay, you come to me, I tell you exactly how I feel. You don't have to fucking stop hanging out with them. You don't have to fucking not chill with them. You don't have to ban them. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't do that. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I'm not going to have Agrippa or Umancer or any of them over here with them doing this dumb shit. I don't give a fuck their excuse because that's their game. I can always make an excuse. I can always convince people that I never did those kind of things. Well, here's the problem, Demi. I witnessed Agrippa doing it and Umancer. Umancer with the whole, like some dumb shit about a stream from you-know-who, Steve Jr. What in the fuck is this about Steve Jr.? I was tagged on Twitter and it was trying to convince me. Maybe it wasn't Twitter. Yeah, it was Twitter. I don't know. It's been it's been a month or two ago, but I was sent the communication that ARPANET was a peed. And he blocked Umancer that day for doing it. He wasn't happy about it. It wasn't something they were doing together. And regardless, Uni got caught with the trick on the Steve Jr. No, I didn't. Umancer tried to convince me through sending these things to me when I didn't know who Umancer was at all in any capacity. So there was no way for me to know one way or the other that ARPANET was a peed simply because he was pissed off or butthurt or whatever that ARPANET was coming on my show. I don't know why. I can only guess. But this is why I don't talk about this. That's what Umancer wants. He's literally probably laughing and celebrating right now, right along with fucking, what's his name, Agrippa, that I'm even bringing this up. I don't mind bringing it up. Let's do it. Let's see what we got here in the current live stream room. With some music, Ding Dong Face. Do you mind? Thank you. So one thing that Agrippa constantly does is try to take anything somebody says out on a social media platform and then run off calling them a doxer. It is literally Agrippa's narrative that Stewart is a doxer without ever proving it, without ever showing that Stewart did this. Yet, he doesn't call out other people ever that dox anybody else or really act like he cares about the threat that comes from doxing towards others or others experiencing that threat. My point is, I don't think he gives a fuck about doxing. I just think he knows that people hate it. They don't like associating with people that do it. And because he's got a hate boner for Stewart, you know, defending McRae back when Stewart did, that he wants to enact it against him. But I don't know why I've got to do this. I don't know why I've got to pull these screenshots. It literally is this easy. It's so simple. So just him, he's been trying to call Stewart a doxer for fucking, oh my God, like, I don't know, a year now or some shit, but a 2, I don't fucking know. But the point is, he's never proven that Stewart doxed him. And Stewart looked at his LinkedIn profile, so now Stewart's a fucking doxer. That literally came out of Agrippa's mouth. He is trying to trivialize doxing, throw it around as an accusation, kind of SJW that shit, so that he can take somebody he has a problem with and get the internet to hate them. It's one of the biggest SJW moves out there. You don't have a good point. You don't have a good argument. You don't like the person. Frame them for something. I don't know. Accuse them of being a peed. Accuse them of looking at your LinkedIn profile, and now that's a doxing. But let's go for a little bit further here. So here is an actual screenshot of Agrippa doxing someone. Demi, I told you that he did this. You just assume I'm a liar for no fucking reason? I don't get it. So this is him sharing, having lunch today with the CEO and the other major shareholder of a great Australian success story. I remember their first major cap raise in 2001, sharing the literal business right after getting in an argument with Stewart trying to dox his job. Then he layered in the threats, layered in the insinuation that he was going to get Stewart fired or fuck with Stewart's job. Agrippa did this. Agrippa, this is why when I show these screenshots, you're going to notice Agrippa 2, Agrippa 3, Agrippa 4, Agrippa 20, Agrippa 90. Twitter will constantly ban him for this type of harassment. What else do we got? We got a confirmed him layering a perceived threat against an individual on the internet who he is accusing of being a doxer using their business location. Just saying. So I'm checking each of these before I show them. Sorry. I'm not showing this one. Sorry. Next one. I don't know. I guess I'll show this one just to show it. So he has constantly stalked people for a couple years, trolling them. Right? Now, whether you agree with it or not, I don't care if you do it, but don't get mad at me when I label you a troll because you are a troll, okay? So you really want to see Gilligan run like a bitch, reply with I'm Agrippa. He has publicly admitted to having fecal impaction. This is who he is. In the list of hobo YouTubers, he is number 1. I'm not trying to say he's a bad guy. I like trolling around just like everybody else. I just don't like it when people use the doxing, the threats, and the bullshit there. So this could just be considered something funny. But red right hand, what is Agrippa? Everybody knows it's Agrippa. He's admitted to it being Agrippa. Just so everybody understands, it's another one of his Twitter accounts. I won't show this one either. Just more talking about Steve's butt and how he is in Steve's head. I'm not even playing. That's the content of the tweet. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not showing this either. It's a picture of Steve when he's young that Agrippa took and then saved for a long time in a bar hugging some girl and blah, blah, blah. You should see his Facebook page. Post I'm Agrippa. Random photos of girls in bar. Trying to literally talk everybody into posting I'm Agrippa. Every one of these have no likes, no retweets. It's just, it's you know, if he wants to troll somebody, fine. But don't say you're not a fucking troll, my dude. More stuff about Steve's butt and just trolling him, I guess. I don't know, but what else we got here? Oh, this is right. This is him admitting that this is Agrippa. He likes to think it's not obvious, like how do 20 different people independently reach the conclusion that it's Agrippa? Just how bad at this do you need to be? Why do you think I'm trying to hide it? You Muppets flagged my account off of Twitter. Him admitting that this is Agrippa just so nobody comes back to say, Uni's trying to frame Agrippa. Well, he admitted that it's him. So, I mean, I guess he could just be admitting it for no reason. It's not really him, even though all the Twitter accounts look exactly the same. I don't know. So, just showing that, you know, he likes not to try to tag Undoomed and tell him you just had a doxer on your show. You just had a guy who is apologetic towards ARPists on your show, literally trolling as hard as humanly possible anyone that has any interaction or makes any video with McCrae. It is solely Agrippa's fault that McCrae has gotten away with so much bullshit, well, and the people around him that do what he does. This is the group of people that people refer to as the actual trolls of Steve McCrae. Not people that are trying to, you know, let other people know that McCrae is a con artist, that let other people know that McCrae does the fucked up things he does and doxes and this and that. These are the people that also dox, also harass people, and just have turned that ire towards McCrae or anyone McCrae interacts with. And it's another reason why you try to go to a creator and be like, look, Steve is these things that these guys say they are. And then they say, I don't believe you. Steve does have a troll group after him. It provides a shield against real criticism, because when people come out and say, dude, he doxes people, they're like, well, he does have a troll group trying to make it look like he doxes people, and it helps Steve get away with this for so long. You want to know why Steve got away with it for so long? This is why. Agrippa. Okay? Just making sure that's clear here. What else we got? Him joining Steve's Patreon and stalking him. So Heretic says this. This is Heretic's claim. This is what Heretic says. Take care out there. You won't realize or understand the threat of doxing posted for me to see. And coached in such terms, the doxer can claim innocence, and I am paranoid. Absolute classic narcissism. Hard board inside Dragoon Syndicate server is a psychopathic, stalking, predatory narcissist. Somebody who is more harmful than McCrae. He claims he doesn't care and just laughs and jokes, but carries out stalking campaigns and undertakes research like McCrae Jr. so he can dox people based on previous private conversations where he gained private information. He can't and won't allow things to slip away quietly. He must win. Watch Dr. Romani videos on this terrible affliction the internet and general society allows. Maybe some dragoons realize it. Maybe some don't. I'm so glad I managed to work him out before he actually do me any real harm. He knew he needed to carry out a campaign to get everybody against me as I had worked him out. This guy undertakes and pays for internet personal Spokio research on his online enemies to get their full dox information, so he has it in his back pocket. He harasses people on the... You all right? He harasses people... where was I? He harasses people on the internet by telling them he is on personal terms with the boss of the company they work for and can get them sacked. He shouts that all should keep quiet and stop effing up his accounting and legal work because he has too much invested in helping Curtis fuck over McCrae. And yet he claims he doesn't care about anything. It is all internet fun to him. It's all his narrative. And he will stop at nothing to be the big I am, while turning everybody against the other. Yes, McRae is nasty, but he is an amateur compared to this guy. He gets his wish. I can no longer take part in this place. Doxer, scum, lowlife, piece of shit. This is Heretic posting about why he deleted his channel and left. This is a legit claim now. This is what I represented it as. Notice that I didn't say that it was proven that this had happened to Heretic in the last 2 days. Notice that I said that it was a claim that Heretic made, because it is a claim. But the point is, every single detail of what Agrippa is doing with Umancer and reportedly other creators to Heretic. This was done to Stewart and several other people over the last few years. And Stewart being able, saving all the evidence of it and having it on his hard drive saved in the cloud so that Agrippa always can be called out for what he's done is why the first thing that Agrippa does when buddying up to somebody like Anti-Ordinary is to then try to turn them against Stewart. Because if Anti-Ordinary would sit down and actually look at what Stewart has, Anti-Ordinary would never talk to Agrippa again. Because I'm telling you, the minute you piss Agrippa off, you're going to be, the same thing's going to happen to you based on his past behavior. So this is the claim that I represented over the last 2 days. Notice that over the last 2 days, I didn't want to bring this up. Over the last 2 days, I purposely told all of you I didn't want to get into this. I didn't want to call these people out, didn't want to discuss it in detail. I just wanted to give my general thoughts to the rumors and the bullshit out there. Okay? You get me? This is why maybe you should have just gave me a couple days to finish up some videos and some streams and then sat down and talked to us and looked at the evidence. Okay? I don't mind that you didn't. I'm just saying. So let's move on. So, Agrippa is claiming that UNIRock doxed him Anti-Ordinary. Is that correct? Hold on, I need my live chat. Did Agrippa and Anti-Ordinary claim that I doxed Agrippa? Or that I was trying to dox him, or looking at his dox, or something to that effect? I need to know. Type in the live chat whether or not that happened right now for me. Give me your opinion. Hook me up, as they say, while I share this on Twitter and make sure I've shared it in Discord that I'm live, because I don't think I did. Okay, good. No. He said Steve doxed him. He claimed that you had his doxed and talked about it with Steve and Stewart. Okay, so he claimed that I had his doxed and talked about it with Steve and Stewart. That did not happen, okay? So that claim is complete bullshit. But he has told people that that is true. So instead of going around asking me to produce evidence about something I told you I didn't even want to get fucking involved in because I was busy right now, and I'd handle it later on once things died down, recorded in videos over the last 2 days, now you should be asking him for evidence of how he can prove that I looked at his docs, cared to get his docs, or any of those things. It is not true. Anyone that shows me a dox or attempts to, I report them to whatever platform they try to do it on. I block them from my platform, and I've done this for 4 straight fucking years. I do not give a shit who you are in real life. It is creepy. It is stalky. It is disgusting. Because I can beat whatever fucking logic you're using out there. If I'm going to disagree with you, I'm going to have reasons. I'm going to have evidence, and I'm going to have logic, and I'm going to have a reason to do it. I'm not just going to make some shit up because I'm mad at you. That's some petty, stupid shit that YouTubers and viewers don't want to watch. As soon as somebody's up in a channel and realizes this is just some vengeance, this is just because somebody doesn't like somebody else, this is just some bullshit, they go find a better YouTuber to watch. I'd rather be that better YouTuber if they can stomach me arguing with a crackhead piece of bread often. Stay out of this. You can come in later and talk. You get me? I don't want to be the one doing the dumb petty shit. We'll do the shit up another level. We'll actually have reasoning. And I've shown so many times to Demi and others that I'm willing to hear out people, to see the evidence. But I'm still not going to be Agrippa's bitch. He wants to stalk me for a year and troll me for a year. Don't buddy up to another YouTuber and try to convince that YouTuber that you aren't that person, you didn't fucking do it, and that you have some excuse or there's something out there. Because that's exactly how this has been represented. This is exactly what the dude does. And this is why I block him. This is why I don't allow him around. This is why I gave the good advice also to do the same. But even then, I said, you don't have to. I'll still hang with you. Just not if he's around. Not if he's coming with you. He's not coming on my channel. He's not chatting with me. He's not coming over here because the dude chose to say what he said to me. Not once, not when he was angry, not twice, over a period of a year. Non-effing stop. Okay? You get me? I just want to make sure we're there. Whoa, fuck. Hold on. I got to go back to the current live stream room. Turn on the music or you're fired, ding dong. You did claim that I doxed you, Agrippa. You did. You claimed that I doxed you. I went live and talked about how you are using the weakest fucking logic. It's fucking weak sauce because every live stream chat, he claimed I doxed him. He did do this. I saw it with my own fucking eyes. And he said I did it by Steve McRae putting his name in my live chat. And I simply debunked him so hard, so fast, so quick that he had to change his story to, I never said you only doxed me. You did say it. You know you said it. You can lie to whoever you want. You can go out there and lie to whoever you fucking want, my dude. You know you accused me of it. You know you did. Just being real here, okay? So what was my response that completely lit that bullshit thing that he was doing to me on fire? I let him know that if anybody tries to dox, harass, or something else that's against TOS in a live stream, it's not my responsibility to delete my videos. It's not my responsibility to do anything like that. It's your responsibility to click the 3 dots and report that comment to YouTube. And if they have done something provably against the terms, they'll be deleted with whatever account they typed it on. And I wish he would have done it because it would have gotten Steve McRae taken out. Steve McRae on McRae's channel did this to him, and instead of reporting the comment, you know, like clicking, I showed it in my stream yesterday, right? He chooses to let it go and then run around trying to smear me. I don't care. It's all old news. Why is it getting brought up? Because I don't know why Demi is bringing this up, but Demi is bringing this up. I won't show screenshots, but in Discord tagging me saying, bringing this incident up and trying to throw it in my face over shit. I don't get what's going on. The only thing I can figure out is that Demi's been sitting around hanging out with Umancer and Agrippa for a few months now, and they are literally trying to tell her what videos to do, what to respond to, what not to respond to, and they, hopefully without Demi's help, went and threatened. Maybe Umancer didn't, but Agrippa did, according to Heretic, threatened him off the internet using his location. The exact thing Agrippa has done to several other people on the internet. So yes, I do have an inclination to believe that Heretic, to give it the legitimacy of making it a claim and not just wipe it off the table like others are, right? So just to make sure that nobody thinks that I did anything wrong like that, Agrippa says, Uni did not dox me. I have never claimed he did. He does have my dox and sat around with McRae et al. Discussing my dox. Just to make sure there's evidence out there that I didn't dox him, and he still claims that I have his dox or that I care about his dox. I don't give 2 fucks about you. You can convince yourself that I do if it makes you feel good. You can convince yourself that your name would be brought up for some reason if you weren't going around acting like an fucking asshole. You can convince yourself, if I wasn't an asshole, maybe people would talk about me, but they wouldn't. Never. Okay? You need to just deal with it. It's the same thing about me. I know that 99.9999% of everyone out there don't give 2 fucks about me either, my dude. This is the real world. Fucking take a breath in it. Live in it for a second. No one gives 2 fucks, my dude. Okay. Almost done. Thank God. We're almost done. Thank the good Lord. Every time Agrippa says the word fact, it's because, just like Steve McRae, it's not a fact. He goes around in all these people's chats and shit saying, where have I cried about my doxing? Fact, McRae doxed me. Fact, Uni had my dox from Biff Bunn. I don't even think McRae doxed you. You know what I think? I think your ass put up a Facebook profile that had your name on it next to Agrippa. They found it, and then you don't want anyone to know about that, so you went around crying that you were doxed. Yes, it is a dick move for somebody to share your name once you've put it up on your Facebook or put it up on Twitter. It's a dick move. It's not fucking doxing, my dude, and you know it, okay? I'm just saying. If location, maybe, other things like that. Focus on what they did wrong to you. Go spam that out there. Then people will care. But while you keep doing this dumb shit, I'm going to continue anti-ordinary. I'm going to continue blocking him, ignoring him, keeping my distance from him. You got me? So why does this matter? Why is this coming up? Why did I choose to actually respond to this? Well, one, I've got a fucking strike from a ding-dong on UNIRocktv, and I'm trying to work it out with YouTube before I go live there, at least for a day or two. Just because if I do go live and they decide to strike me again, then my channel will have some penalties, so I'm not going to chance it. Now, so that offers me a little bit of time. And two, I had respect for anti-ordinary to the point where I wasn't just going to kick her out of Discord and, not say anything. I wanted to explain why I feel like I do. My point is, what I said 2 days ago should have been enough, okay? Go back and re-listen to what I said. I just described the drama and weighed in with the best advice I could have possibly given to anybody. Let it go. Let it die. Do your best to move on from it and just make some good content. Day one, damn good advice. This wouldn't be happening right now. Everything would be cool right now, right? Yesterday, I sensed it was going to escalate due to the blow-ups in Discord, the flipping out, the incredibly stupid claims out there. So, like on Twitter where underneath what Agrippa says about me doing something, Demi's cheering it on, which I'm not going to hold that against her. I like anti-ordinary. I did like McRae. I stopped working with McRae because I got reliable evidence that he was doing this kind of fucked up shit. You understand me? I only was chilling with McRae and working with him in a very light manner. These guys want to act like every motherfucker out there that steps paths with this guy all of a sudden worships him. And it is what makes people not believe the bullshit that McRae is doing. I've had this criticism against them for a very long time. Their constant trivialization of accusing somebody of being a peed because they're mad that they're going on a live show. Their constant trivialization of knowing that they put their name out publicly themselves, but yet trying to frame others for doxing them. The constant trivialization of running around applying all of this trolling around McRae when you have reliable, provable instances of the man doxing, harassing, and doing fucked up shit is what allows them, these people like McRae, not them, people like McRae to continue doing it unscathed. You're not putting yourselves in the shoes of the YouTubers that he's working with. You're not putting yourself in the shoes of the viewers that log into YouTube every once in a while and watch one or two of his streams and send him $5. You are putting yourself into your own selfish, narcissistic place. And even worse, I'm going to break down the worst part of it. Just because if I don't fucking say it real slow, they're going to run around and try to claim I said it some other way. So let me fucking iterate one more time before we move on, okay? So I completely understand why Christina felt like she did and was bawling her eyes out about Heretic being bullied off the internet. She believes Heretic's claim. I believe Heretic's claim. I'm not just believing Heretic's claim because I want to throw some vendetta at Agrippa. I'm believing Heretic's claim because it is perfectly mirroring what happened to Stewart. Now, there's this interesting dynamic between Heretic and Stewart. Heretic hates Stewart, okay, because he was working with McCrae. He would respond on Twitter, be a dick, leave mean comments, whatever, right? My point is, it's possible, but I don't think Heretic had studied Stewart's past. I don't think he gave a fuck about Stewart's past. I don't think Heretic gave two fucking shits to learn that Agrippa doxed Stewart's workplace and the location of it, the CEO of it, and threatened Stewart with the fact that Agrippa had a knowledge of it. I don't think Heretic knew that because of his distaste for Stewart, not wanting to hear anything about Stewart, not wanting to be around Stewart without yelling at him. It's why Heretic left my Discord server, which is fine. It's his choice. My point is, because I think that Heretic didn't really have any advanced knowledge of what happened with Stewart and Agrippa, and even if he did have an advanced knowledge of it, I'd still believe that his story mirrors exactly what Agrippa did to Stewart and a couple others on the internet just because he got mad at him. You got me? I hate saying it. There's usually a reason why somebody loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Twitter accounts. And it's not them giving their opinion. This is the actual problem in this story. The only thing I give two fucks about is whether Heretic's claim can be confirmed or not, and whether Agrippa can be shown for the third time, fourth time, I don't know, to actually try to use somebody's job as leverage in a threatening manner against them. But I'm going to just go ahead and wipe it off the table. If you want to prove somehow that his claim is fucked, his claim doesn't make sense, that you didn't do these things to him, do it. Put it out there. Prove it. Okay? Because at this point, it makes sense why Christina was very upset when she heard what happened to Heretic, because she liked Heretic. Christina is a viewer. I don't know why Demi laid into Christina so hard just because Christina felt a certain way about what happened. But that's some McCrae shit. Kicking Christina out of the server because she has a bad opinion of Demi, I don't get that. If the server's for the GDC, I don't get that. Kicking Stewart out, but using this video as the evidence that Stewart doxed somebody, going live on YouTube and using this video as evidence that Stewart doxed somebody. You get what I'm saying? Doesn't make much sense to me. So hopefully we'll understand when we watch this why this is all happening. Maybe this video, because it was used as a piece of evidence in this whole boring snore fest of a horrible story that's focusing on the behavior of very despicable individuals threatening the behavior of threatening people over their jobs. The key thing being that makes this story so bad that really all I care about is whether that happened or not. Then if I find out Heretic lied about somebody threatening him over his job, then I'm going to have a very bad opinion of Heretic doing that. And then if I find out that he was threatened with his job, I'm going to have a very bad opinion of the person who did that to him. Oh, wait, I already do because I have hard evidence that they've already done it to other people. You get me? So really, nothing would change about how I feel in this story unless it came out that Heretic was lying about being threatened with his job. You know what's weird to me? Heretic put that post in a private Discord server and then left. He didn't post it out that I know of anywhere else. He could have, I guess. So I guess we're going to have to watch a video with Steve McCrae's ugly ass and people talking where he sits and shits on Katie Joy, I guess. You get me? I guess that's what we're gonna have to do. I don't know, maybe I should pull up the live chat. One thing's for sure, me giving my opinion in the last couple days, I don't understand how Demi didn't watch what I said and like it. I mean, I was on her side throughout the last 2 days, completely on Demi's side. Demi knows I'm going to disagree with a lot of the stuff that happened with Heretic. I was cool enough to just wipe it off the table and be like, look, you guys got mad, it's all good. I was cool enough to be like, hey, just squash that shit, let's all move on and be cool. I was cool enough throughout the entire thing in the last 2 days to say that I'm not going to hold it against Demi or Heretic. I was cool enough to make excuses. I was cool enough yesterday and the day before to tell Demi that I don't give a fuck if Umancer and Agrippa are her best friends. I don't care. I'll still work with her and make videos and have her on. All I said was I have an issue with them running any type of moderation rule, but I even said then that I don't care if she makes them moderators or lets them own the damn server. I don't care. And I don't know how still people are pushing this whole fucking thing where let's try to criticize that Christina's a really bad person while sitting next to Agrippa. It makes no fucking sense. Look, I'm not gonna say you should hold what he did 8 months ago against him now. Fine, I'll give that to you, and you should actually. 8 months is not that long, but with the Heretic thing being there, the focus of the criticism probably shouldn't be these other guys that you can't even prove did anything wrong. It should probably be the guy who has all the proof out there against him. It's just a weird opinion that I have here, but me expressing that opinion wasn't a diss. It's almost like the light criticism I gave McCrae months ago. That light criticism that I gave McCrae months ago that made him attack the fuck out of me, go around being fucking, dicky towards me, lying to people about my channel, lying to people about what I said and did, right? It's almost like that. I give a light criticism that anybody would give if they were in my shoes. Just like the last 2 days, I think anybody in my shoes would give the same criticism I gave over the last 2 days. But then again, I even was nice enough to label it as my loose opinion, whatever. And yet, it's still leading to drama. I almost got this weird feeling that it's only just a troll. I think I'm being trolled. And I'm bored anyway. But still, I actually know I'm being trolled. I know who's behind this. I have a good idea of what's going on. And it's just horrible content. This whole last hour, horrible content. Miserable content. Why? For what? That's the art of YouTube. At least trying to do something while you're online that's not sucky. Let's just throw that all out the window. Let's not take any fucking advice over it. Let's just trivialize our audience. Let's just trivialize what we do here and just say, fuck it. It's only the internet. We're only trolls. Who gives a shit, right? Yeah, Holy Spackle. You're right. He does tease people, he does wind people up, and he does threaten people with their job. He does these things. That's my point. That's what I just said. He's a troll, and he takes it to the higher level of making people think they might lose their job. Making people think that they might get doxxed. Pretty on point. Yeah. Let me grab my chat here. I got it on my other monitor. It was covered up for a bit. Let me see what you guys are saying. Michael, what's up, my dude? We will. We'll watch the Lulu video in just a minute. I'm getting there. That's why it's on the screen. I'm waiting till we get to the play the video portion of the stream. It's almost there. I just talked for a while. I need a minute before I start talking again on this, so I thought I'd just talk to the chat for a second. I didn't take Brody out of context. Brody did troll Steve with oh shit, Dragnot. They did. I didn't take him out of context. I heard what they said. I thought it was fucked. They were trolling him. That's what I mean. If you're gonna sit and, you know, troll out with light little jokes, it makes a point. It shows the intent, I guess. It makes it funny. It breaks the mood. But when it's just constant making fun of, that's when that argument is made. When you're just a content creator that mixes in with all these other creators, and you got one of them who looks at you and says, listen, you're going to hear a lot of shit from these guys, but all they do is troll me. You're like, I wonder if they do. I wonder if they don't. And when you click their video and they're trolling him, it kind of reinforces what he said. That's my point here. At least on with what I showed you. Well, it's a good thing we're not persecuting anybody. We're talking about how much of a fucking asshole somebody is. Diane Awesome Laser feels attacked. You should, because that's all I've done here. I'm just a meanie. No, Heretic is a troll. I do think Heretic is a troll. I've never said he wasn't. I don't know how the hell you took that from anything I just said. Can you please explain to me how the hell you came out of what I said and thought I was saying that Heretic wasn't a troll? Please explain that to me, Spackle. How did you come out of what I just said thinking that I was saying that Heretic wasn't a troll? Okay. I know, Diane. I know it was I was being sarcastic too. Yeah, what are you talking about? Spackle, I just showed evidence that he tried to threaten Stewart with his job. I just showed that was malicious. That was. And the whole thing I just said, for fuck's sake, I think you do this on purpose, Spackle. I think you're just a contrarian. I see you being a contrarian every single thing you pop up in. But I said that he was malicious when he did it to Stewart, and it's okay to forgive him for doing that back then and have him around, unless he's going to be doing it to Heretic. So if he didn't do it to Heretic, I would love for him to be able to prove that, because there's even the evidence of Demi telling me in Discord. And by the way, she admitted that she told me this. Demi told me in Discord that Agrippa did look up Heretic on a website and got his damn information. I would have. She said she looked him up on the web. He looked him up on the website. She didn't say he got his information, but then Heretic did. So this is kind of fucking. Yeah, you know who's dumb? You're dumb. Get the hell out of here. Oh, that was a good troll. See, I can be a troll too. I know, I'm telling him right now. I can be a troll too. Please kick Holy Spackle from UNIRocktv moderators when you see her there. I'm done with her. I swear to God, she's just a fucking contrarian, dude. Again, scientist Sam, no, it's not. This is not based on he said, she said. The claim that Heretic made could be, but the main point of the whole thing, yes, all the bullshit is, but the main point being that he threatened Stewart with his job and he's threatened others with his job is not based on assumption or gossip. It's not. It's from his Twitter account. Just saying. How are you going to say that? Are you saying it's not him? Are you saying that that's not his Twitter account? I don't understand. You're starting to confuse me. No, we're not unmuting Umancer. No. Umancer can go talk in his live chat. He can go talk on a different live chat. No. Yes, the main claim. Jesus fucking Christ. Sam, go back and watch the fucking show, my dude. Go back and watch what I just said. Fuck me, dude. I don't think you paid attention, I guess. Or are you just trying to wipe it all off the table? So hold on. Okay, I knew this. You know, I don't know, man. I'm starting to fucking realize why Steve blocked the GDC group of people that got blocked. I'm starting to realize why. Here, one more time. I described what was all gossip and bullshit pretty clearly, but then said the only thing that I care about is the fact that Agrippa has done this in the past, threatening people with their job and the threat that they may lose their job based on actions he takes after identifying their job. That is major. I said that you don't have to hate the guy for it if he's not doing it anymore. But Heretic claiming that he did it again, combined with the fact that he did it before, and combined with the fact that Auntie admits that Agrippa was going around bragging about how he made Heretic pee his pants and all this based on some website thing, right? It kind of does lend, those two things don't confirm the claim that Heretic made, but it lends a little bit of credence to it. Enough credence to where I'll say, I'm not going to take what he did 8 or 9 or whenever it was when he threatened Stewart with losing his job and knowing who his CEO was and all that shit. I'm not willing to forgive the guy for it. I don't know why Agrippa gives a fuck what I think. He hates me. So who cares what I think? But I have very, very specifically laid down why I will not unblock Agrippa here and why I've had the opinion I've had the last 2 days with actual screenshot evidence, right? A lot of this shit is hard to find when you go around and either delete your Twitter account or your Twitter account gets nuked due to harassment and bullying or whatever 4, 5, 6 times. Those tweets all go away, so they're not there to be referenced and looked up. Because Demi wanted to pull up me laughing about the fact that Agrippa had publicly put out who he was, but yet was still crying about how he was getting doxxed by people, which I still, like I said, think that Steve was a dick for sharing his name, and it shouldn't have been done. Unethical, unmoral. I was laughing about the fact that he was trying to tell people that he was something, and then he wasn't. That's what that tweet was about. That's my whole point. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not making claims. I'm responding to goddamn Demi and responding to why I did the last 2 streams I did, because after doing those 2 streams that are perfectly articulated and easy to understand, still people acted like they didn't understand what I was saying or get my point. I don't mind if you hang out with Agrippa. I'm telling you why I won't, and it's pretty fucking valid based on what he's done on Twitter and how he's acted. You probably don't want to hang out with me. You only show up whenever any of these things come up. And you always flood the live chat with shit after not watching what was just said to blindly defend somebody while calling yourself a scientist skeptic and all this shit. You guys are worse than the religious nut jobs that you make fun of. It's a fucking fact, okay? Deal with it. Sorry. Sorry, my peeps. Now that you hate me even more than you did before, get the fuck out of my live chat before I start banning you. I could give a fuck less whether I have your number or not viewing my stream. Contrary to popular rumor about me, I could give a fuck. Next topic. War. Do not block anyone else. Let the other mods handle it. Mods, senior mods, handle the blocking. Any newer mod, please do not block. War, please do not handle any more blocking, please, in the chat. Let other people handle it. I apologize, Orson. Anyway, no, I wasn't going to block everybody, Orson. I was blocking Scientist Sam for being a dick. I don't even know who the guy is. I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Next up. You guys go ahead and go to some other place and talk about how big of a dick I am or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Go. Whatever you want to do. I support you. I support you in thinking I'm an asshole. Go ahead. It's okay, Nikki. Mods, chill out. You know, take it down a notch, please. I'm a UNIRock. No. Orson, I only block people who are dicks. We like to have chats with people who are not dicks. That's just how it is here. Our live chat is only concerned with enforcing TOS, which is pretty much, you could say, just about everything after that, other than, like, you know, the specific things YouTube says. But personally, on my channels, I have a rule. Don't be a dick. You want to argue with somebody? Argue with them. You want to bring up your opinion? Bring up your opinion. You want to fucking act like an asshole constantly? I'll probably kick you, but who cares? There's a million other chats to go chat in if I kick you. No biggie. Okay, Agrippa, get out of here with your sock accounts, my dude. You're not good at pretending to not be you. I'd have more respect for you if... I don't give a fuck what Stuart did to you, Agrippa. It doesn't give you a right to fucking share his workplace or to fucking shit on me for all the times you have just for no fucking reason. I was cool as fuck to you, man. You fucking threw a big fit about how Steve said your name in my chat. I went and deleted every one of my fucking videos that day to try to protect you or whatever, to show you that I don't have anything against you, that you don't have to fucking act like that with me, that I will hear you out, that I will try for you. But you sitting around, what do you do? What have you done ever since that day when you came at me like, Uni fucking doesn't care that I got doxxed in his chat? What did you do after that when I did care and I did block Steve and I did delete the videos? What did you do after that? Did you fucking stop telling? Did you tell people that if you want to continue bringing it up, did you make sure to bring up that I did do what you wanted me to do? The most extreme measure. I didn't have to delete those videos, my dude. You know this. I know this. You could have clicked the 3 dots and got it deleted. This embodies my problem with you. I could do anything you fucking wanted, dude. I could goddamn have you on my show and let you give your side. You'd still treat me like a piece of fucking shit an hour later. And everybody knows it. So just get the fuck out of my stream. It's not going to work here. Okay? Go find another YouTuber to make your bitch. It's not gonna be me, my dude. Now, I'm gonna pull up a video game and do what we do every night and play a couple videos to listen to, chill with my live chat, and have a merry old time. If you want to keep fucking railing on what happened, I will kick you. I'm almost positive that there will be a stream somewhere on YouTube right now, probably, where someone out there is saying, UNIRock just did all of this. Let's fucking sit and talk shit about him. Go join that stream. I guarantee they'll let you jump in, man. I guarantee they will. I almost fucking bet you that you'll be treated as the king of the stream. Oh my God, Uni mentioned your name, Agrippa. Woo, 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 kabocha, kabocha. Oh my God, I'm getting too good with this shit. I gotta stop. All right, let me get this new game I got pulled up, and we will hear this stream out. We've got 2 other streams to listen to. It's gonna be a good time, guys. I just gotta make sure I get the right video game. Sea Salt. I think it's Sea Salt. Now, I am going to minimize it. I'm going to shrink this. Just give me a minute. I'm going to shrink the game. You got to let me change the settings so that we can see the live chat, so that we can see the video we're watching. So just give me a minute. There we go. Okay, we got it. Okay, now I should be able to shrink it with my mouse. Yeah, boy. All right, now. Yes, please debate respectfully on someone else's channel. Please. If you want to debate any of the shit we just talked about, go do it somewhere else, please. Thank you. Because we're about to change subjects to this video. Now, this video is kind of on the same subject, but now, you know what? I'll be nice. I will check the live chat again before I jump in here. I want my admins to be the people that kick people. I swear to God, I need to redo my moderator wrenches, because my mods are getting out of control with fucking wielding their wrench as some kind of fucking power against people's opinions here, and I'm not going to tolerate it. So, just saying, I don't want to take away anyone's wrench. Just don't, as long as I've got at least 2 admins present, I don't want my moderators kicking anybody. I want the admins doing it. I want you to check. You know, you're kicking because someone's being a fucking dick. You're not kicking because they give an opinion that we don't like or something. My goodness. I don't know why I got to say this every time things pop off around here. The point is, things shouldn't be popping off around here right now. This is the stupidest topic ever. How many people have been watching? Holy freaking shit, kabibble, people. Stop. Come and watch when we do other things. Try not to just come and watch when there's some dumb drama going on. Because honestly, I don't want to do this dumb shit. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, give me about a minute and a half. I'm going to go take a pee-pee. I'm going to make sure I got a nice good drink here. Hold on, I need some music if I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to check my live chat again. And I swear to God, if you delete somebody's fucking opinion, I'm going to take your wrench. I'm just telling you right now. I got to put my foot down. Just telling certain mods is not enough. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, I just had a brief meeting with my producer, and please, mods, I love you. That's why you're mods. But you have to look. Who would I ban tonight? I'd ban somebody. Like I banned 2 people, Scientist Mel and Holy Spackle, and then Orson got banned. Orson's been here a while. I don't want Orson to take off just because, like, he said he didn't say anything wrong. I don't understand what's going on. Seriously. We've been having this problem for a couple weeks. Please, seriously. It's bad. Ding-dongs out there are going to just eat that shit up. It just causes problems for nothing. I don't even get it. I read what Orson said. It is nothing around the lines that should have been banned. Orson's been in here a lot lately. I know this is a shitty topic. It's fucking dumb, but at least we're going to play some video games and shit. Here's who I would ban. Let me handle banning people like that are friends with Agrippa who are coming in, and as soon as they get in here, before hearing anything, they're just spamming some shit in my chat about how good of a person he is. And I'm sure to them or to certain people out there, he might be a great person, and maybe he is. My point is, with what's going on, people are expecting others to just wipe away every claim out there, right? And I'm not willing. I would have wiped away the claim that, in the beginning, I was wiping away the claim that Agrippa threatened Heretic off the internet with his location or his job. I wiped that off in the beginning. It's why I didn't just jump in and talk about it, to blindly defending a heretic. But my point is, I started to consider, because of his past behavior, it's not unlike Agrippa to do that. Okay? So I would suppose that the legion of Agrippa friends are in here spamming some shit like they were spamming blindly because of the fact that they're saying he's not the same guy who did that a while back. In fact, a sock account comes in with a blank face and some weird name and says that, why don't you ask Stuart what he was doing that made me share his fucking job, or some shit, something to that effect. It was in the chat. And I don't give a fuck what the dude did. I don't care. My point is, Stuart trolled you. You trolled him. I don't hold that against you. What are you're acting like I'm going to hold against you fighting with people on Twitter. I'm not going to hold that against you. I'm holding against you the incessant repeat bitching when you come at me. So let's do this too. You coming at me and constantly whining to Demi and whining to everybody else that, well, UNIRock didn't care about Steve sharing my name in UNIRock's chat, without representing the fact that I did, and I deleted those videos even though I didn't have to. It should have been you to delete the comment by reporting it. You don't bring that up. You're lying about that situation. You constantly do. You bring it up every 2 weeks. So how am I supposed to think that what Agrippa is screaming right now in my chat, like, no, Stuart was mean to me first? I think you're just not giving us all the context. I think you were mean to him. He was mean to you. I get that. I'm not going to hold it against Stuart. I'm not going to hold it against you. You guys don't like each other. You're fighting. Heretic and Demi fighting with each other. Right? I'm not going to hold it against them. In fact, listen to my stream yesterday and the day before. Wasn't holding it against them. But the fact of Heretic releasing this statement and it having this claim there with the past behavior combined, no, I'm not just going to give it to him. No, I'm not just going to blame him. You've been banned off my channel for spam, insults, or using alt accounts constantly to come in and, bug out. You were banned for all that a long time ago. So there's no question to whether I ban you or not, okay? So that's not an argument. The argument now is, why don't you work it out with Heretic, dude? Fucking A. Send the dude an email and tell him you would never do that to him. You haven't done that once. You've been spending your time swarming live chats, yelling in Discord servers about Uni's framing me and shit, when I've just been giving my fucking opinion. And see, that's another thing you're doing. If I have an opinion about Heretic's claim, all of a sudden I'm framing your ass. But then give it 2 weeks. You didn't say that. No, not when people don't respond good to what you did, you didn't say it. Right? All of a sudden, when a month later, the situation changes a little bit and you're using a different angle. My dude. I would just say, the next time I find out you're buddied up with another creator, I'm fucking heading for the hills. I'm just saying. It'll save a lot. It'll save all this bullshit from happening.
That there are times that I...
Hello.
Okay, so Demi brought up this video as evidence that Stuart... Actually, I don't know what I'm fucking doing. It's not going on my screen. I'm a fucking moron. Demi brought up this video as evidence that Stuart doxed Agrippa. So let's see it. I love you, don't ask the high guy. I've always loved you. Where have you been? I'm very angry that you weren't in my gaming streams the last few days. You want to what? You'll only watch me play Mech Warrior? Is that what's going on in this relationship, my dude? Uh-huh.
Here's the thing. I will admit that there are times that I do make trollish comments. However...
We all do. Okay.
Someone with the experience of UNIRock should realize when those comments are made, and...
I did. That's why I blocked your ass. Because you do it constant. Every third word out of your mouth.
When to not chomp down on them.
To kind of absorb what we were giving him.
Yeah, I think I'm being trolled. I think I'm being trolled into playing this. I'll tell you what. Give me a timestamp of where this proves that Stuart doxed. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Give me a timestamp. Can only watch you here. Still blocked. Oh, my God, bro. I haven't been streaming on UNIRock 2, though. Hold on. I'm unblocking you right now. I'm going to redo all my mod wrenches tomorrow. I'm redoing all my mod wrenches tomorrow. Just saying. It's been too long since I've done it. I'm doing it tomorrow. Okay, hold up. Community settings. Control F. Don't. Is it apostrophe? Yeah, apostrophe T. There it is. You are blocked. My God, my dude. Let me know, my bro. If anybody gets blocked that shouldn't be blocked, just let me know. I'll unblock you. Bans are not permanent here unless you're a complete fucking asshole. And don't ask the high guy. I do not think you're a complete asshole in any way. I honestly, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm redoing my mod wrenches in the next 2 days. All right, I got you unblocked. Now, give me a timestamp, and I will do my best here. I'll go play it. We'll hear it out. We'll see where this thing allegedly happened. I'll unblock Scientist Sam too, but I'm keeping him blocked today. Giving somebody a 24-hour ban is normal on live streams. I'll unblock the dude. It's okay. Maybe I'll have him on the show. I'm sick and tired. For those of you that I need, you know, I shouldn't just be, I should talk for a minute before we get to this next segment. I should just say something before we get to the next segment. I am sick and freaking tired of trolls and others playing these games. Heretic, whether is Heretic trolling us? Is Agrippa trolling us? One of the two is happening. I suppose that's the claim now. The defenders of Agrippa, all four of them have jumped in and said, and a lot of them have the same are the same kind of empty account. all jump in and say something to the effect of, he couldn't have done those things. He couldn't have, he didn't do that. Now we got Heretic saying he did do that. So, what? You're saying that Heretic is such a troll that he set up Agrippa, right? He was just, by the way, am I wrong in saying that he just a few weeks ago or a month ago did a stream where he was talking to Agrippa? In one of his last few streams, he was talking to Agrippa like they were friends and through his live chat. Or was that somebody else he was talking to? So that's the claim here. We've got the claim that Agrippa didn't do it. The Heretic's making it all up. It's just a big ploy for attention. Even though we do know that Agrippa was really close to Demi. Not saying Demi had anything to do with it. Not making any other claim. I'm just saying this. Agrippa is really close to Demi. Demi is really mad at Heretic. And maybe Agrippa noticed that and, you know, started trolling Heretic as it is claimed. That is proven that he's trolling Heretic with help from others. It's not only done off the air, but even live there's trolling happening of Heretic that I witnessed while I was in a chat on the GDC. So my point here is either Heretic's completely lying about what Agrippa did, and Agrippa didn't identify Heretic. Agrippa didn't find out where he worked and didn't threaten him with his job. Or Heretic, Agrippa did do all those things to Heretic, right? And Agrippa is lying. Did I do that right? I just did a whole breakdown of what the claims are, what people are saying out there. When I did it yesterday in a nice, calm way, and I did it 2 days in a row. I did it the last 2 days in a row in the calmest way possible. I described what was going on and gave my opinion that everybody should just leave things how they are, make up with each other, and move on. Today, I finally go around and start asking people, show me what you can show me about what's going on, and I start to see how fucked the situation is. So I do this stream. You know what I think? I think that the GDC, the group that's called the GDC, whether it's Steve's GDC or whether it's that GDC, is allowing people to stay in this. Like, instead of, like, I know for a fact Stuart and Christina and several other people were kicked out of the GDC in the last month. There have been several people banned from the GDC in the last month, if you didn't know. Right? Yet, over all this time, the GDC, both Steve's and other GDCs, continually have two people that pop up that have two opposing claims, and it's not about God existing or not existing. It's about he's threatened me with my location and tried to dox me. I didn't do that. He's making it all up to make me look bad. This is just a constant, unending drama that's always coming from a select group of people that used to hang with Steve McRae and now don't because they got banned from McRae. This is a constant thing that's going on. It shouldn't keep happening. It's not. One, it shouldn't be happening. But two, if it does happen, people should be finding out what the fuck's going on and blocking the people that are trying to dox and threaten others. And I find it extremely fucking crazy that on both sides, Heretic and Demi both made really bad decisions about how they interacted with each other in the last month or two because they didn't try to talk about it. They didn't try to have a discussion. They went to the level of trolling and fighting and arguing and all that. Those are things that happened. I wish the story would have ended there, but it didn't. What do you expect other YouTubers to do? Because I guess what's going to happen if I just plug my ears and just nah, and just go and keep making my own content and not weigh in any way whatsoever. In 2 weeks, it'll be a different person accusing a different person, but the other person's going to say they're lying and the other person's going to say no. So I do think there are people in this group going around threatening people with doxing locations, and I think there's a lot of people just stirring up fucking drama. No, I'm not saying that who it is or who it isn't at this point. That's what this whole stream was about. The reasons why you should believe one, the reasons why you should believe the other. That's what this whole stream was about. Looking at both sides, seeing what's there, and giving my opinion on it. You know, the hope is every time dumb shit like this happens that it gets resolved and everybody moves on and acts like adults and has a good time together. It can work, by the way. I've had a community. Inside the community, there have been people there for years. Many of them. New people join all the time. People leave all the time, just like every other YouTube channel. It can happen. So I just don't know what the hell keeps happening with this group. I just don't get it. There is a breaking point. There is a line that gets drawn. At some point, people have to draw a line. Because I'm going to tell you right now, who's going to be the next two? He gets accused of this, gets accused of that. With McCrae, it was legit. The dude was doing some fucked up shit. It got resolved. He got called out. Right? Once he was called out, the community flourished until this shit started happening. And it's weird to me that it all started happening with a criticism. All these things are weird about it. But I'll tell you this. I equally described, instead of coming at me and telling me what can and can't be possible there, show me some evidence. In the chat, reference where I can find some evidence, reference where I can find something that's more than a feeling or whatever, and you tell me how what I just described, you tell me where it's wrong. I'll pull up the live chat right now. Instead of I'll unblock scientist Sam or whatever the hell his name is right now. You tell me what about what I described is wrong. Because I described it accurately. I described what Heretic's claim was, and I described the other side. Control F. Scientist. God, there's so many science blocked from my channel. I'm just kidding. There's really not. There was two. Now there's one because I took Scientist Sam out. And no, I'm not saying to bring up a bunch of extra shit into it. What about what I said to describe the situation is wrong? Because everything I'm describing about the situation is accurate. Type it in the chat. Let me pull up the chat. Is Lulu in here? Lulu, can you give me the timestamp where Stuart doxes somebody? I'll mute. I won't show it here. I guarantee, I assume you blurred it, right, where he does it, but what's the timestamp? I need it. Oh, good. Now, stop bringing up other creators in my chat before I kick you. I'm just being real here. Stop advertising the Geek Room in my chat. Geek Room can come talk to me if he wants to. He can schedule with me. It's not how you gain viewers. You gain viewers by doing a good show. Not shouting out a bunch of other people's channels in my chat. Stuart didn't dox. They were tossing his real name on Twitter. Who did? I didn't. Stuart didn't toss out his real name, though. So who do you mean by they? Like, who's they that gave out Agrippa's real name on Twitter? No problem, Lulu. Yeah, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just a shitty situation. I'm trying to work out what's going on with the audience so that we all can draw our opinion about what's happening and how to deal with it. If you have an issue with how I describe this, please type it. If I miss what you say, retype it. You can copy and paste it. Tell me where I got anything wrong about how I described this. Of course, outside of the places where I told you it was my opinion. And if you have a timestamp, because this video was used as evidence that Stuart doxed Agrippa. And from the creator, she's saying that Stuart didn't dox anybody. So, I don't understand what's going on. Oh, stop it, Skynet. You're not a bad streamer. No, hi guy. Damn it. The only color of crown that you can advertise is Bizzy's color of crown. So you'd have to ask Bizzy, like, what the number of the collar is, and is it beige? Is it bread? Is it bread? Okay, you can only advertise bread-collared crowns here. You know this, my dude. Okay, Nick Suter, Stuart Bunn, Flaffenbaum, and one other. So what is the implication, the claim? Because I don't believe it was... How did Demi describe it? Do I need to play a clip of Demi's stream? You guys can help me. Tell me how to do my video. How about we do it that way? Tell me what to play. Give me the timestamp, where to find it, and I'll get it up here. Hand Thunder Nipples Sanitizer. You could have just waited, because I was going to do it anyway. I love you guys too. So are you telling me that okay, so why am I doing Agrippa's work for him? I mean, he has access to Demi. He could have given Demi everything he wanted her to show, and she could have shown everything she wanted. All she had to do was blur his name, draw over it with the crown. No, I'm not being mean to Demi, damn it. I don't hate Demi. I don't not like Demi. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I would like to be around creators where this kind of stuff does not happen in the future, and if these things are going to continue to happen, I will politely not work with people that are continuing this shit. That's my point. It's a pretty logical point. It's a pretty good decision there. You got me, because this is stupid. It's a waste of a good stream. People aren't here because they want to watch me do this. There's a lot of people here that are just here because they want to fucking spam the chat or some shit. 11 minutes. Okay. Well, I'm muting. So here's what I'm going to do. So the creator of the video that Demi used gave me a segment to watch. I'm going to watch it and make sure that I can play it before I play it, because the allegation is somebody doxed, and I assume that it was redacted. I assume that, but I'm not going to assume on my show. So I'm going to mute, and I'm going to watch it for about 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. I will describe what I saw. I will play it if I think it should be played. Just give me a moment, because we are dealing with a discussion on threatening of doxing, whether somebody else doxed or not, and ... Okay, we got to mute here, Bizzy. Thunder Nipples, will you sing for everybody for a few minutes, for 30 seconds while I do this, please, Thunder Nipples? Thank you. Don't Ask the Hi Guy, can you handle backup vocals? Okay, I'll be right back. Oh, it'd be so nice if this stupid video would just load for me, damn it. It would be just one. Oh, heavens, this music. I'm pretty sure that I'm watching Agrippa's video right now, but I'm just saying, hold on. Okay, all I see Stuart saying here is check your DMs. I'm still here. I'm at the 11-minute and 54-second mark. Give me a moment, please. Jesus fucking Christ. You're literally using a screenshot out of my stream, though. I don't understand what this is. I've literally seen nothing other than what we've already known. Just saying. Be right back. Is the whole thing music? Because if the whole thing's music, I can just mute the fucker. What in the hell? You just put on your screen the words. Hold on. This video is fucked. Full screenshot of the doxing is on the screen right now. And I'm expecting to see something here. All you did was turn me into fucking... All Agrippa did was file against me on Patreon because of something Steve McRae put in my chat that I handled immediately. So you've done nothing but make Agrippa look like a complete fucking scumbag even more in this video. You're trolling me. I said it from the beginning. They trolled Heretic off the net, threatening him with his location, in my opinion. They're trolling us right now with Demi's stream, with this. It's a troll. This is fucking stupid. Why do I give two fucks? Oh, we gotta hurry up and delete UNIRock because Steve McRae typed in his live chat. Woo! Why didn't you report to Steve McRae? Why didn't you report Steve? It's fucking stupid. Wow, you're a good person. Oh my God, and then it has a little fucking like box. Further evidence of a campaign to dox. It's a campaign! Wow. So, Scientist Sam, choke on that shit. I was joking. Bad joke. I'm sorry, Scientist Sam. You need to come talk sometime. My goodness, dude. He's gonna hate me. Oh, he reported Steve's Patreon. Are you sure? Because it looked like he was reporting me when I just watched it. Okay, I'll go with that, I guess. Hopefully he fucking did. So what the fuck are we looking at this for? Everybody's talked about this for fucking 10 months. Is this it? Because you didn't show anything that Stuart did. Literally, apologies need to happen from Agrippa and Demi towards Stuart. I'm not playing. If they were just trying, they should realize right now, like, oh, fuck. Unless, is there another, give me another timestamp if I need it. But they need to apologize to Stuart. If they're not trolling, which I do 100% have said this whole fucking time, think they are. No, he didn't put my channel at risk, Lulu. Let me show you something. So let's say that right now, Dove Kitty doxes you, Lulu. It doesn't put my fucking channel at risk. You or any other person, like, you're the only person that's going to know that that's a dox. Everyone else, including the creator of the channel, is going to be like, what the fuck is he talking about? What the fuck is this? I don't even pay attention to my live chat, for fuck's sake. You got me? So, why are you apologizing, War? What the hell's going on here? You click this shit when someone does something wrong in a live chat. You go to the report function. You click the button. You filed the report in the same way that you report a video that somebody does that has the intent of doxing somebody or does something wrong. You see what I'm saying here? He did not put my channel at risk. I don't like Steve McRae. I hate the guy, honestly. He's a fucking asshole. He doxes people, harasses people. He harasses women. He sexually harasses women based on all the allegations out there that are very credible, in my opinion, once looking into them and talking to the women, which I've done. He's a horrible human being who's fooling a bunch of people into supporting him on the internet. Okay, fine. What does that have to do with me? I've done my damnedest to expose the guy. I would have exposed him a lot sooner if people like Agrippa, instead of trolling the fuck out of me for being on Steve's channel and doing videos with the guy, would have just brought me evidence of what Steve was doing. This has been my point about Agrippa and the actual trolls that are mixed in with the GDC community this whole fucking time. I don't know why I'm elaborating it. I've said it 50 times by now. This is stupid. It's dumb. Holy fucking shit balls. If there's not something else here to indicate that Stuart did something wrong, he should be apologized to. He's not a creator. He's just a fucking viewer that expresses his opinion, which he's encouraged to do by everybody on this fucking community. Every creator in this community tries to instigate you guys to interact in the chat, interact in the comments in the videos, and interact out there on Twitter and other places to share videos, to give opinions. I know for a fact that all the other creators do it. And because he's not a creator and he's just a viewer, and the guy's giving his opinion, he's weighing in and doing these things, you guys called him a doxer today. You need to either fucking fix it or just accept the fact that people are going to think you're a troll, and that trivializes things like doxings hypocritically after calling out McRae for doing it for months. Got me? Good advice. The thing that needs to be said, no fucking shade, no nastiness. There we go. So can we not move on? Because how in the fuck do you see this video and conclude that Stuart doxed somebody, though? Unless there's another timestamp I need to see. This is fucked, my peeps. Okay, Vixen Fire just told me it's very unclear if it was yours or Steve's Patreon that he has reported. So yeah, I'm still gonna think that Agrippa is a complete fucking asshole. He's causing so much of this shit, while at the same time, his whole shtick is crying about other people and what they do out there. For fuck's sake. And by the way, if the dude wants to show some evidence and make a good criticism and then move on, I'm all for it. He doesn't move on, he harasses. Isn't that what we're criticizing McRae for? Oh yeah, it is. Whole shit. Anyway, done with that shit. Now, anybody got any evidence that Stuart fucking doxed somebody? Anything else? Because I would love to play a video game. In fact, I feel like playing some other video game. I want to play some fucking shoot 'em ups at this point. You're not in my doghouse. What did I do? I love you guys. If you make mistakes, I criticize you the same way you criticize me because we're friends. You're fine, my dude. Okay? We love each other. We're good. Who, Lulu? No, that's not what happened to Agrippa. I've got screenshot after screenshot after screenshot of Agrippa targeting harassment on people. Or, Lulu, I don't know if you... I really do think I'm talking to Agrippa. Again, Agrippa, instead of popping in and saying, look, it's me, Agrippa. Let me type my piece. I think you're disguising yourself as Lulu and giving really bad arguments to defend yourself. And honestly, you should just cop to what you've done and change it and move on and actually build a reputation. That's what you should do. Seriously. Let people be mad at you if they want to be mad at you. Earn back their trust by doing some good shit out there, having some good opinions, getting along with people, not harassing them constantly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I'm giving this kind of fatherly uni-dad advice, but I'm getting really sick of doing it because I'm talking to other adults. I'm not talking to children right now. And I'm not talking to anyone named Lulu. I'm talking to Agrippa, who I think is in control of the Lulu account. I could be wrong. Oh, you're exiled. Okay. Hi, exiled. Nice to see you. Go talk. You talk to Agrippa. You know the guy, right? Go plead with him. Go tell him to stop doing this fucking harassment campaign of his. And if he does want to be taken seriously by the greater YouTube community at large, to start being respectful toward other people, or not go around trying to grab everybody's attention and gain pity and shit. Just pick one side. Either go around and do your dumb shit, not you, of course, him, or go around and stop doing the dumb shit and start trying to build back a reputation, a rapport, or whatever, okay? Because, dude, I get it. Look, if Agrippa wasn't being such a fucking asshole to me all the time, months ago I'd already said, once I realized what Steve was doing, I gave everybody a fucking pass. Did I not? I apologized to every single person that I could communicate with from that group. I went and talked to the people who I deemed as trolls beforehand. I apologized to them. I shouted them out on my channel. I did what I could to make up for the fact, right? And I tried to use I tried to put myself in other people's shoes and say, McCrae did dox these people. McCrae did harass these people. McCrae did steal their community. I can ignore the trolling that they did while that was going on because it was an extreme situation. But in the same aspect of where McCrae became a monster due to repeat actions, repeat actions, like I put in that one video, you stare too long in the abyss, it stares back into you. It maybe is happening to some of the other people out there because I'm sorry to say it, I'm not going to just give Agrippa a pass. I'm not, especially after what I've seen. Agrippa is the type of person who went and found personally identifying information on somebody and then made fun of them using it to taunt them, to make them be nervous and think about whether or not they should run away from the internet or not. He's done this. I've got screenshots. You want to see him again? I can pull him up again. Or you can just rewind a little bit and see him in the beginning of this video. How does Agrippa, after doing that, go around screaming, oh my God, other people are doing the same thing that I do back to me? No, both sides are stupid for doing it, but I don't see anything where Stuart did it. Stuart looks like he didn't share it. Stuart looks like he did what he is allowed to do. Sit around and talk to his friends and fucking hangouts and shit that weren't public, just laughing about the fact that this stalker guy who's been stalking him and fucking shitting on him so much just got fucking outed having a public profile where he put out his name and shit. Now, once again, you're allowed to sit around and talk about shit on the back end of the internet. That's not doxing. It's not harassment. It's when you target that person, you share their name publicly, you send their own name to them or their location to them and try to use it against them, just like Agrippa's done to Stuart. So let me go ahead and give a little bit of a fucking breakdown here. Every single time somebody does something really fucked up out there in the world, the first thing that the perpetrator, the perpetrator, the first thing that a I need to turn on my air, hold on, and I need some music, so give me 2 seconds. You guys need to hear me out, please. This will help out, I mean it. Now, let's say somebody goes in a pair of two into a convenience store and they steal some cookies. You got Bizzy and you've got Bizzy's hooker. They went into a convenience store, Bizzy and Bizzy's hooker, and they walk out. The owner of the convenience store says, you're the only two people that have been in this convenience store. The cookies are gone. They costed $50. They ordered them from Malaysia. They were really, really rare cookies. Okay? What is Bizzy's and Bizzy's hooker going to do if they popped out of there and ate those cookies real fast? Once they show that the cookies were there, they show that these two walked by, they show that the cookies are gone, they show on the videotape them walking out of the store and getting confronted, being the only two people that had been there, they're both going to point their fucking fingers at each other. This is what every single criminal does, or I don't want to use the term criminal, but it's what everybody does when they get busted. Got me? We know this. This is a real phenomenon. I'm spitting some truth here. So let's go ahead and put... We've got an accusation. Stuart is saying Agrippa shared his workplace, which is personal identifying information with him with the intent on threatening and harassing. Agrippa is saying Stuart shared his information with him, which is personal identifying information used for harassing. They're both pointing the finger at each other. What do we do as adults and smart people to determine which one is the perpetrator and which one is the non-perpetrator? We could look for things that could be considered evidences, like Twitter confessions of Agrippa sharing Stuart's personal information online. Let me grab it for you. I've already got Stuart's permission to put this on the screen, by the way. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and take the link out anyway. Give me 2 seconds. All right. Let me copy this and open an image editor and scribble on it really quick, and then I'll continue my my silly shtick here. All right, I need a pen. Is that the pen? I need a bigger pen. Line thickness 12, or close to it. There we go. Perfect. So what do we do when one is a oh, fuck me, on a Sunday. I've been playing music the whole time and you couldn't hear it. Bizzy, you're fired. You and your hooker, get out of here. I knew it was a bad idea having her here. Restart the music. So what do you do when there is an accusation that two different people are lobbing at each other, that one shared personally identifiable information about the other out there? You do what any smart person does and ask, is there any evidence? In this situation, we've got Stuart and we've got Agrippa. We've got their Twitter history that we can look at and then identify whether one shared the other personally identifiable information. Well, this tweet, that's not a tweet, Bizzy. This tweet is from Agrippa. After arguing with Stuart, he says, having lunch today with the CEO and other, having lunch being, I'm getting a hold of your boss, the CEO and the other major shareholders of a great Australian. So he's not only saying he's going to call the boss, but he's going to get a hold of the shareholders and play that game of a great Australian success story. I remember their first major cap rise in 2001, and then shares a link to the business that I have scratched out. Stuart didn't tell me I had to scratch it out. I just went ahead and scratched it out. Anyway, this is Agrippa doing exactly what he's accusing Stuart of doing. This is not from that long ago. It's January 10th, 2020. That was just 2 months ago. So then 2 months later, 6 weeks later, Heretic gets communication from Agrippa saying that showing where Heretic works, being threatened to get a hold of his boss and get him fired. Now, Heretic, knowing that he probably doesn't have the pull, that maybe Stuart has more pull and knows his boss better than Heretic does, but Heretic says, I can't take a chance for my family and myself. I'm off the internet. This is fucked. And he takes off. So, once again, who stole the cookie? Was it Stuart? Or was it Agrippa? Was it Bizzy? Or was it Bizzy's hooker? Well, at this point, I've had 12 fucking trolls jump in my live chat saying, Agrippa didn't do it. Agrippa didn't do it. Now that you've seen the evidence that Agrippa is doing it, you ready to change your damn opinion? You ready to stop spamming my live chat? You ready to admit that Agrippa is not telling you the truth, or you know the truth and you're just blindly defending Agrippa? Which is it? Are you blindly defending the guy? Or are you withholding even more evidence from me? Which is it? Let me go to my live chat. You can tell me, but listen to me carefully. Just so no one's confused about who I will kick out of my live chat once I get there. If you are bullshitting me, if you are sitting there telling me like some bullshit and trying to fucking spam my chat or do any of that, I'm going to block you. I will unblock you later if you want. I'm just telling you. I will block people in my chat. Okay? I'm a YouTube partner. YouTube tells us to do it. I find that if I do block people that are in my chat being dicks and bullshitting and spamming and things, it makes my chat better for people who aren't being dicks, bullshitting, and spamming. So, just saying, but give me something. You got some other thing that, like, we've been here for a while. For some reason, we're still doing this stupid topic. I still got more and more people jumping in, wanting to give me timestamps and other things. And yet, even though I'm being told that I will get links to actual evidence, all I get is word boxes that say evidence with no fucking evidence. It's frustrating. You're trolling me. Okay, so here's your last chance to troll me when I go to my chat, and then I'm going to play some video games. Well, Dove Kitty says we all know it was Agrippa. Well, we do. We know that it was Agrippa. We know that Heretic most likely is being real about it due to the Heretic Agrippa just doing this not long ago and doing it a while back. I don't give a fuck, man. You want to do these things? Look, my question isn't whether Agrippa's doing it. It's whether the people that are defending Agrippa are... You realize what this means, right, guys? It means Steve McRae's going to celebrate his fucking ass off. Because he's going to go and say, hey, you know those people that were giving me shit for doxing and shit? They're defending their friend who's doxing and shit. You realize he's going to do that. Just saying. You're just handing it to him like every other time Steve gets busted. And Steve's just going to go out and get a bunch of Patreons and laugh at you from the top of his throne. You have to be able to dole the same criticism against Agrippa that you dulled against Steve if the evidence is there. If it comes out that Stewart did it, I will criticize Stewart. I'll end the stream and go talk to him in Discord right now. But yet I get all these... Now, here's what I think. I think all these people are claiming that Stewart did it and not Agrippa because they're just listening to Agrippa. Because no one's sharing any evidence. Just saying. You don't have to look at my complete stream. I'm not saying that he's a doxer. I'm saying that he threatened Stewart. He found out where Stewart worked and threatened Stewart by saying he was going to get a hold of his boss. 6 weeks later, then Heretic deletes his channel and runs from the internet, leaving a message behind that describes exactly what happened to Stewart happening to Heretic. That's what's gone on. Just saying. I hope I make you laugh, Ben. That's the point. Anon says, Agrippa likes people to feel uncomfortable. He said so today. Exactly. He's a doxer. He's a fucking asshole. Can we be done with this? Anybody that defended Agrippa in this stream, mods, make sure you put it in the current live stream room so that I can ignore them forever. Just saying. Until they're willing to actually dole the same criticism that way that they gave it Steve, make sure you let me know so that I know to avoid those people in perpetuity. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't play this fucking bullshit troll game. You duped me into playing it tonight. I hope you had fun. Hope you guys had fun. All the people that defended Agrippa, even with the evidence on the screen, who can't even fucking admit to themselves now that, yeah, Agrippa's bullshitting and trying to blame Stewart because he has a fucking hate boner for the guy. Yeah, sorry. You're basically telling everybody that you hate Steve and he's a doxer while at the same time letting your other friends get away with the same kind of shit. It's fucked. Jimmy! I think Kyle should have to do 99% of the ignoring personally, but you get me. I think you get how that relates as a metaphor to the entire non-sex story. Okay, I'm just making sure. I'm on top. I'm meta like that. Where's all of Agrippa's defenders right now? Where are they at? I mean, they were all just here. Where are they at? I'm not being mean. I want them to pop in and give me the evidence they're claiming that they have, please. I want to handle this all now and never have to hear the name Agrippa or Umancer or any of the other people that are defending this bullshit and putting it out in the community and acting like it needs to be publicly acknowledged. I'm going to ignore those people in perpetuity. So I just want to make sure I got it all down. I know what's up so I can just move forward. They out getting the grip. They say, I think they are. No, we don't know you. Sorry. We don't love you yet. You need to hang out for at least 3 to 5 months before we love you. Sorry. Well, seriously, I said I didn't want to weigh in on this for fuck's sake. I didn't want to do this. Literally, all I had to do was barely mention how, guys, you don't want me looking into this over the last 2 days. And for some reason, I have to be pushed into looking into this dumb shit. Yeah, and bro, I'm not mad at you, manager, bro. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not mad at Demi. I'm not mad at Exiled. I'm not mad at whatever his name is, the guy I kicked out and then let back in. I'm not mad at you. I hope that with the same furiosity that people make videos calling out Stewart, that right now they're making videos calling out Agrippa. I hope with the same furiousness that people have persecuted Heretic, they are now going to defend him. I hope with the same manner that they have exposed Steve McRae, they are going to work to expose the other doxers in their midst. Get the story, get the facts, get the truth. The problem is that I told everybody this days ago in Discord. I talked to Demi. I talked to other people. I said exactly what was happening. And then the next day, my Discord blows up. I get people telling me, no, Uni, you're wrong about Agrippa being a troll. You're wrong about Umancer being... Umancer, I don't even know why Umancer would be mad at me. He admits to being a troll. I don't know what that... It's so stupid. I know why he's doing it. He's trolling me. I am correct in identifying them as trolls. I'm correct in ignoring them. I'm correct in not wanting to ever do anything like this ever again, because adults should be able to figure this out themselves and handle it. The only way that people might have been defending Agrippa before this stream is if they didn't see the evidence that I put on the stream several times, where Agrippa did the same kind of threat toward Heretic. Heretic, a person that hates Stewart, went and apologized to him when he left the internet, before he left. Because he realized that he was being baited and lied to. Get the trolls out of your community or else you're going to keep losing big swaths of people. I'm just being real. Yeah, thank you, Skynet. Skynet said Umancer is an equal opportunity troll artist. Exactly. I choose not to interact with them. I never said that they couldn't do what they do and be funny and all that and have a good time. You know, maybe one day my content will change a little and I'll interact with them. I don't know. But as it sits now, it would just complicate what I do, so I don't. You get me? No, I will not shout anyone out that I don't know. No. If people are in here trying to get shout outs, just ban them. People are bringing up other people's channels, just ban them. No self-promotion, no cross-promotion, none of that. Just ban them out. I'm not dealing with anything tonight. But I do think that now it may be time for me to play a video game and relax like I wanted to do the whole night. Can we do that now? Are we at that point yet? Because I would feel really good if we were. One part of being a YouTube creator is also being able to tell when somebody is putting some bullshit in front of you and not. It sucks. It's not easy. You got to do it. It's not fun. It takes a lot of tracking a story. It takes a lot of like talking to people and looking at how people are doing what they do out on the internet. And truly, you know, I'll do a closeout in a minute, but we getting close? All right. Bizzy, what are your thoughts? Yeah, very, very enlightening, but... Oh, yeah. Almost euphoric, the logic coming out of your bread hole. Oh, yeah, yeah. My God, the beauty of those words. It's poetic. My God, it was poetic even. I need a moment. I need a moment to process. It was amazing. Do some kind of hula dance for me, ding dong. I need a moment. Please subscribe to the Traveling Sasquatch's mother, please. .com. I offended the hoe, Anon. She ran away when I was yelling at her earlier. I don't think she's coming back. I think Bizzy's pissed. And You will get lucky. Literally, just go chase her down. Whatever you got to do. Go hang out. Do what you got to do now. Oh, you want to be here, do you? I like you better when you're hula dancing, spitting poetry at me. Okay? I just like you better then. Honestly, you know, I'm pretty straightforward with people, man. But I'm going to tell you right now, every story you do, you're going to have a group of people that come at you and try to just throw you off the track, throw you off the path, try to bullshit you around. Maybe when Agrippa's not on the internet, maybe he has this much niceness somewhere in his heart. I don't know. But on the internet, he hates people. He's just a hater. He's a hater of people. I have been that way in my life at a point, not when I was on the internet, but I was just a pretty cocky, mean, young guy at a point. You know, I just was an asshole, and I don't like being that way anymore, and I choose to not hang out with people that act like that as much as I can. It's a choice. It's just something, you know, I don't think I'm going to be getting too old in my life. You get me? I've been rough on my body. I jumped out of helicopters, you know, I just, you know, I've just treated my body like shit. I'm disabled now because I'm fucking stupid and because of other people's stupidity. So, you know, I try my best to just avoid that kind of thing. I'm not saying you got to hate Agrippa. I don't want you to hate anybody. I'm just saying this story, I know what happened. I have my opinion. I have the evidence that's there, and I give this advice to people. Don't play the Twitter game. You're not going to win anything. You're going to just be mad every day. You're going to be angry all the time because you're going to get targeted by people that just want to be mean to you and talk shit and be nasty, right? Even when certain people who give constructive criticism sometimes will fall into that type of pattern. And in all reality, it's because social media is an evil, evil concept. It strips all personal interaction out of social interaction, and it leaves you with, you know, this shell of a 300 characters that you get to type. I give it a month or two, any person on there is going to start being nasty all the time just because of the environment they're in. And that I just choose not to do it. I don't look at my notifications. Every time I go to my notifications, they're full, and I just let them stay full every time. I don't even click the damn button. I'll share my videos there. I'll go put out a tweet when I need to. I'll search Twitter if I need some type of thing for a video or something. But other than that, just stay off of it. The Twitter information in this story shows, and Agrippa did this proudly. He proudly did this back then. And this is what he's trying to say. This is what Heretic is saying happened to him. And I don't know, maybe Heretic knows that Agrippa did this at one time and now trying to fucking like use it against him. I don't want to play this game. I don't care. It's just as easy to say, well, fuck, Heretic left. That sucks. And I'm going to never fucking give a fuck about anything that this dude does. So fuck, who cares? You want my advice? Avoid people that act like this. Just avoid them. Maybe if they stop acting like that, maybe not. But make sure it's a good couple years between when they act like that and when they stop. Because one of these guys' favorite things to do, the people that act like this on social media and treat people like this online, their favorite thing to do is pretend like they've changed. They love that shit. They love to pretend like they've changed. And then what do? They wait until you're least expecting it and act like a dick really quick, and then I fooled you by not being a dick for a while. I don't understand how that fools anybody, by the way. All it does is show that you're a dick. Who wins there? Not you, but okay. And honestly, that's what's happening right now. Agrippa is trolling Demi, and I refuse, because I like Demi. I refuse to think that Demi is trolling along with Agrippa. Maybe Demi is, because I haven't been hanging out with Demi a lot lately. I'm not going to go there. I just think that regardless, one thing that people like that behave that way, they try their best to get into people's heads. If they made a YouTube channel and got up there and did something, nobody would give a shit, right? So what do? They target other creators and try to do things to get their attention. And when it doesn't work, then they do more extreme things. That doesn't work. They do the most extreme things. And then they get their moment in the sun. What is their moment in the sun? Well, in this situation, their moment in the sun was scaring Heretic off the internet by threatening him with his job after finding out where he worked, by paying money to have somebody go investigate the guy, probably, and then duping UNIRock into covering the story on his second channel so that he can sit there and have that little hit of dopamine from perpetrating his master plan. That's my opinion. You can hate me all day for thinking that, but, you know, I'm sorry, I've got a tweet right in fucking front of me here. And then, why would Exiled come in and not know about this tweet? Because Agrippa's not telling her what happened. Why would Demi think that Stuart did it and not know about the tweets? Because Agrippa purposely withheld the information from Demi. Why are other people out there defending Agrippa? Because obviously they don't know about this. Now, there is another option. It is that they did know the whole time. You have to make up your mind whether individuals did know the whole time and were purposely trying to defend him, or whether they didn't know about this tweet the whole time. And the other hundreds of tweets that embody this attitude that he puts out, and that they were defending him Now, I don't believe that about Exiled or Demi. I'm being straight with you. I don't have to say that right now. I'm being cool as fuck, sitting up here saying I don't believe Exiled would have the opinion that she had when she came in if she knew about this tweet. Now, Exiled is the Lulu account. So I assume the Lulu account is about to add a new video tomorrow or very soon, showing that Agrippa actually had done the same things that they were calling out Steve McRae and other people for. And even, Demi just did a stream calling. She was so compelled when she found out from Agrippa that Stuart was threatening people with jobs that she felt like doing a video. I'm sure Demi will do one tomorrow and call out Agrippa instead. I'm almost positive of it. So, hey, didn't somebody just give me a time limit the other day? Somebody told me somebody gave me a time limit the other day. I'll give everybody who defended him 24 hours, and then I'll look and see what they did to make up for the fact that they didn't represent this information when defending him. And if they haven't put anything out, then I'll make up my mind and figure out how I feel and move on. So 24 hours from now, which will be tomorrow at 9 p.m., I'll let you know how I feel to end this out with a brief statement, which will be under 30 seconds or less, and we will be done with this dumb shit. Hopefully, everybody will put out a great video explaining their side. They'll put out a great video placing blame where it needs to be placed, and everybody will get along after that, and it'll be like none of this shit happened. Again, for the third day in a fucking row, regardless of everything I've seen, I'm going to be as cool as I can and say, hopefully tomorrow, people will rectify their opinions in live chats, their videos that are out there, and update it with all the information that's there and make it right. And then, with the same furiosity that they would have called out anyone else, make sure it's right. And then everything will move on as normal with no change. No change in who interacts with each other, who works together. I know that if somebody did make a video and make up for it, I wouldn't hold it against them. People make mistakes. People get fooled in things. People get lied to. So I will let it go if that happens. I'm just telling you. I'm just saying it now. Let's have hope for humanity. The dumb thing that I do every story. I'm just playing. This won't be like the Leslie Bass story. We're dealing with YouTubers that have put out good content, that people that are skeptical, that do try to walk away from people when they do exhibit those behaviors like McRae did. If they found out somebody near them was exhibiting those behaviors, they would walk away just the same. You get me? So, I'm almost absolutely positive that tomorrow we'll be looking at a couple new videos that completely call out the correct people in this and make up for it. I know it'll be that way. All right. So, on the schedule tonight, I'm going to pull up a game or two. while we listen to a couple videos, while I talk to my live chat, do all that good stuff. I'm gonna play a couple videos that I can put on the screen with the chat that are smaller windowed videos that aren't as complex or anything. Some light videos so I can interact with you more and I can hang with you a little more. Let me get those little, I have to actually do all the settings again. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Game, you have to save my settings, game. Oh my lord, bro. Oh, there we go, fixed it. Perfect. And I need to get a video pulled up, so we've got a video to watch while we do this. Yeah, man. I guarantee you, Lulu and Demi and others, after seeing what they saw in this stream, are going to be calling out, instead of Stuart and others, they'll be calling out Agrippa tomorrow, and everything will work out. No problem. Okay, we've got should pot be legal, and I have to hear this just because I want to hear what the guy says about pot not being legal and the reasons why. And I want to watch Evidence for God, Team Skeptic versus some guy on Evidence for God. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. Yep, I think we got her. All right, now I'm going to eat for a second while we get into this video. So I'm going to take me off the screen while I eat, and we're going to get going.
Another epic debate is today we were debating whether or not there is evidence for God. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Very excited to have our two experienced guests here. This is going to be a lot of fun. Want to let you know, if it's your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button, as we've got a lot more debates coming up. So for example, you'll see at the bottom right, Destiny versus Vosh. That's in person next month in Los Angeles. And we are pumped as well to mention that down in Austin, Texas next month, the day before Destiny and Vosh will be David Wood from Acts 17 Apologetics and Matt Dillahunty. It's going to, the internet might implode. Okay, so want to let you know, folks, for our guests tonight, really excited. Both of these gentlemen, as you're listening and you're blown away, as your socks are being knocked off during this debate, want to remind you, I have put their links in the description so that you can conveniently find their links and click to hear more material or content from them. Also, if you happen to have a question during the debate, feel free to shoot that question into the old live chat. If you tag me with an @ModernDayDebate, that makes it a little bit easier for me to make sure I get every question. And then Super Chat, of course, is an option as well, in which case it'll push your question to the top of the Q&A list, and it'll also give you the opportunity to make a statement toward one of the speakers that they would, of course, get to respond to. And we ask that you be your regular, friendly selves, as we appreciate so much. And last thing, before we get this ball rolling, handing it over to Team Skeptic, I do want to mention, whether you be Christian, atheist, Republican, Democrat, no matter what background or walk of life you are coming from, we hope you feel welcome at this nonpartisan platform. So with that, going to hand it over to Team, where he's got a flexible, optional 5 to 10 minutes, whatever kind of amount of time that he would like to use for his opening, and then we'll kick it over to John. So thanks so much first, gentlemen. We really appreciate both of you being here with us today.
Yes, glad to be here.
It's
Great
always
to be.
a pleasure. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here, James. You're amazing. So I love your work. That's really nice of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's gonna be a blast today. So with that, Team Skeptic, I have the timer set, and the floor is all yours. Yeah, so as we discussed at the beginning, I'm really holding the skeptical, agnostic, atheist view of, the existence of God. I do come from a religious background, not like a religious scholarly background or anything. I was casually religious growing up as a Southern Baptist. So I was a part of some of the most fundamentalist views. I did experience some of the most fundamentalist views from not just my pastor and people that were, around me at family functions and church functions, but also my direct family. Members of my direct family held very fundamentalist views. So I held them myself for about 35 years of my life. I one day took a hard, real critical look at why I believed in a God, why I thought there was a God. I mean, was I just believing because people told me to believe? Was I believing because I was truly scared of hell or the idea of hell? I couldn't understand why I believed. And I came to the conclusion that I'm in no position to believe, nor am I in a position to not believe. I'm simply in a position to take in what's around me in,
I can respect that.
my modern day life, and none of that, absolutely none of that concerned God. And I felt like once I stopped pushing myself towards a belief system, I felt a relief, a pressure that was off of me, a life pressure that allowed me to be more open with myself. It allowed me to be more open with my friends and my family. I believe that conscious decision to stop believing in a fairy tale was one of the best things I've ever done for my life. I believe children should believe in fairy tales. I think, religion does have its purpose for someone who's, susceptible to or more inclined to be influenced by a positive belief system. I think that a lot of religions do have a positive belief system that, you can't knock them for what they say. Love thy neighbor. That's great. Yeah, it's a great concept. I believe that. I believe that without needing to believe in God. I think that's all what I came down to is I kept asking myself, do I really need to believe in God to believe to be a good person and to find a reason to be a good person? And I never could find that cause. I just always came to the same conclusion that no matter what religion said, I would be my own person. If if members of my family had a problem with the gays and the whatevers, well, that's their problem. And it wasn't, looking back on it, I don't think my parents and my grandparents and my family members, and I'm not calling any one in particular out. I'm saying I grew up in a fundamentalist Baptist family in the 70s and 80s. So things were said, and a lot of it was derived from the fact that they were Baptist. It was a Baptist family. And in the Southern Baptist eyes, a lot of those things are really frowned upon. And when I started thinking about who I wanted to be as a person, and I said, do I want to be a religious person that holds those beliefs, or do I want to stand on my own 2 feet and believe what I truly believe, which is that every person is created equal, no matter what they want to do in their own free time and how they want to find love. And I felt like there was a direct contradiction between what the concept of God really was, and that's true love, true love to everybody, regardless of religion or race or, anything, just sexual preference, regardless of all that. That's what real love would be, in my opinion. So it led me away from a belief in God, and I truly believe I'm a better person for it. If you can convince me with actual evidence and change my mind, then by all means, I'm here to have my mind changed. You bet. Thanks so much, team. We will now switch it over to Jonathan. I have the timer set, and the floor is all yours as well.
Well, thanks so much, team. I look forward to our spirited engagement this evening. I'm just going to present one argument for the existence of God in my opening statement, specifically the Christian God in particular. Let me just start by summarizing the basic argument, and then I'll flesh out in more detail. So when it comes to the origins of the gospel narratives that we find in the New Testament, there are three contending hypotheses for explaining their origin. These are: 1, the gospel authors deliberately fabricated the events that they narrate. 2, the gospel authors were honestly mistaken in the reporting of the events that they narrate. 3,
oh shit, these guys are hardcore, dude.
Events. Of course, those options could in principle be correct.
Oh, they killed 2 of them.
Or in
fucking
combination
assholes.
with one another. When we discover striking correlations between the gospel narratives and the Old Testament text on a level that's unlikely by mere coincidence, then we have evidence against the hypothesis that the gospel authors are honestly mistaken. That is to say, we have positive evidence for design, either on the part of the human authors manipulating the story to impose conformity to the Hebrew scriptures, particularly the prophetic texts, or on the part of God supernaturally orchestrating the history. The question then becomes, what is the locus of that design? Now, the first of these hypotheses, that is that the gospel authors deliberately fabricated the events of the narrate, significantly undermined when we discover points of historical confirmation of the gospels. This gives rise to an inductive argument for treating the gospel documents as a whole as trustworthy. The numerous points of historical confirmation in the book of Acts, moreover, builds us a picture of the pedigree of its author, Luke, who also happens to be the author of the third gospel, and thus offers us additional reason to trust what he writes in his gospel. Having shown the first 2 of these 3 options to be improbable, therefore, it is possible to provide evidential support for the third contending hypothesis, namely, that the gospel authors faithfully recorded actual events and the locus of the design is supernatural, divine orchestration of the events to result in convergence between events in Jesus the Messiah's life and foreshadows written of in the Hebrew Bible. In syllogistic form, this argument can be presented as follows. Premise 1. The correlation between events recorded in the Gospels and Hebrew Scripture is either the product of human design or divine design. Premise 2. It is not the product of human design. Conclusion, therefore, it is the product of divine design. One can, of course, make the inductive argument I just described for taking the Gospels as a whole to be highly reliable. The case, however, is lent even greater force when we can point to specific instances of details in the Gospels that are subject to historical confirmation which also correlate with the Hebrew Bible in some way. We can model this argument probabilistically using Bayesian analysis. Now, the strength of the evidence for any proposition, I think, is best measured in terms of the ratio of 2 probabilities: the probability of the evidence given the hypothesis and the probability of the evidence given the falsehood of that hypothesis. That ratio may be top-heavy, in which case E favors H, the evidence favors the hypothesis. It might be bottom-heavy, or neither, in which case the evidence favors neither hypothesis, and we would not call it evidence for or against the hypothesis. So Bayes' theorem is basically a mathematical tool for modeling our evaluation of evidence to appropriately apportion confidence in our conclusions to the strength of the available evidence. Now, when we divide the probability of the evidence given the hypothesis by the probability of the evidence given the antithesis, it gives you what's referred to in probability theory as the Bayes factor. And the Bayes factor is a measure of the strength of the evidence and indicates how many times more likely it is that you will observe this evidence given that your hypothesis is true than if it were false. For instance, a Bayes factor of 100 indicates that your evidence is 100 times more likely if your hypothesis is true than if it were false.
So here's what this game is. You're basically in control of a minion, of a bunch of minions, because you're a god or some shit. And Bill Ludlow's ghost is in here? Oh my god, I have to see what he said. Oh my god, Agrippa, you are not making yourself look good, dude. You have a sock account called Bill Ludlow's Ghost, Agrippa. I honestly don't care ever again of anything that you have to say. I don't ever want to talk to you. I don't ever want to hear anything about you again. It's disgusting. It is. You go beyond trolling. You're a straight up harasser. Go find another channel to go fucking cry to. Okay? You can fucking... I don't care if there's a news story tomorrow that you damn robbed a liquor store. I'm not talking about it. Mods, anything, any sock account, anyone that even references Agrippa whatsoever, ban them. I don't want him even mentioned one bit. Wow. And wow to anyone that supports you. Fucking wow.
Let me consider several instances where we have specific historical confirmations of details in the Gospels that, given the Old Testament backdrop, seem to be too striking to be coincidental. My first example is Jesus' death at the time of Passover. One historical detail that can scarcely be denied is that Jesus, in fact, died at the time of Passover, and this is a detail attested by all 4 Gospels and implied by Paul in 1 Corinthians 5, verse 7. This is not a detail that the Gospel authors or their sources plausibly misremembered, and so many details in the Gospels are connected to Jesus' death being at the time of Passover. It's clear that the New Testament authors unanimously consider Jesus to be the ultimate fulfillment of the Passover lamb. The correspondence, therefore, seems to be too neat to be the result of coincidence. Christ's execution by the Romans at the time of Passover is a remarkable coincidence that would have been difficult for an impostor to engineer. Now, of course, one caveat to consider is that there are also other days throughout the year, such as the Day of Atonement, to which we might attach some special significance if Jesus' death had landed on those days. I will therefore assign a conservative Bayes factor of 50 for this correspondence. Remember, this means that a correlation of 50 times more. This means that the correlation is 50 times more probable on the hypothesis of design than on the hypothesis of coincidence. My second example is the selection of the Passover lamb. There's this additional interesting connection that's not wholly independent of the one just discussed, but nonetheless certainly worthy of attention. This has to do with Jesus' entrance into Jerusalem 5 days before the Passover, in which he died, according to John chapter 12. Now, let's look at the Old Testament to see if we have any point of striking correlation. Passover itself falls on the 15th day of the month of Nisan. That means that 5 days before the Passover falls the 10th day of Nisan. Now, let's turn over to Exodus 12. Where God gives instructions to the people of Israel concerning the first Passover. In verse 3, God says to Moses and Aaron, "Tell all the congregation of Israel that on the 10th day of the month, and that's Nisan, every man shall take a lamb and go to his father's house and take a lamb for a household." Thus, the Passover lamb was to be selected and taken into the household of the men of Israel on the 10th day of the month of Nisan. Given the author people's New Testament imagery of Jesus being the Passover lamb, it is thus quite striking that Jesus' triumphal entrance into Jerusalem and a reception by the people happens to fall on the 10th of Nisan, 5 days before Passover. Now, how probable is this correlation on the hypothesis that the connection is coincidental? It must be borne in mind that this coincidence is not fully independent of the previous one, since Jesus coming into Jerusalem on Nisan 10 would not matter at all if it weren't for the fact that he then died subsequently at least around that time. If we take his entry into Jerusalem on Nisan 10 to be significant, we must be assuming that he died right around that time, which means that one entails the other. The question we can ask, however, is how much additional evidence provides that Jesus also entered Jerusalem on Nisan 10. Another factor for us to consider is that Passover is a particularly likely time for a Jew to enter Jerusalem, and also a time when he could count on ministering to a large crowd of people who had made their pilgrimage to Jesus for the feast. Now, one may also object here that a possible explanation of this coincidence is Jesus himself, seeing himself as the fulfillment of the Passover lamb, deliberately entered Jerusalem on Nisan 10. However, to this I offer 2 responses. First, if Jesus saw falsely himself as messianic, it is far more likely he would have perceived himself to be a military leader like Simon Bar Giora, who would lead a revolt against the Roman occupiers, not suffer the humiliating death by crucifixion. Second, the appropriate issue to concern ourselves with is the striking coincidence that it was precisely on the year in which Jesus entered Jerusalem after the Passover that his death and crucifixion.
Oh fuck! He killed a bunch of my dudes. Oh god, we're gonna lose.
Therefore, I will only assign a Bayes factor of 2 to this
Get
fact.
him!
Thus far, our cumulative Bayes factor from the 2 examples we've considered is 50 times 2 equals 100. Then we've got a third example, which is Jesus' resurrection on the day of first fruits. 1 Corinthians 15, verse 20, Paul says of Christ that he is the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. And what's being alluded to here? For the answer, we turn to Leviticus 23, in which we read of the first fruits, which is the next Jewish feast following the Feast of Passover and unleavened bread, and that's to do with the barley harvest, which preceded the slightly later wheat harvest. The latter of those was associated with the Feast of Weeks, or Pentecost. God therefore instructed the people of Israel that prior to reaping the barley harvest, they were to wait before the Lord a sheaf of the first grain. This was symbolized that the sheaf was representative of the whole crop. It represented their trust that God, who had given them the first fruits, would also bless the rest
I love
of the
these graphics. These graphics are so
good. How does
good.
Paul link 1 Corinthians 15:20? How does he link Jesus to the Feast of the First Fruits? Well, Christ was the first fruits of the resurrection, having been raised prior to the general resurrection.
There is a force in the midst of our faith, determined to destroy our way of life. It will take back all that we have worked for, all that we have sacrificed to obtain. We cannot crumble before the struggle. No, surely not, Your Excellency. We must fortify ourselves, the very last hunter, the vengeful, mindless minions. We will purge the Commonwealth and leave us in chaos. Of course, most vulnerable bishop, King Steve. I shall pass the proper orders. This guy right here is King Steve. That dude, he's King Steve. We are being tested by that which has fed us, given us strength, and has gilded us. Protect the city at all costs. So if you guys don't know what I'm doing right now, I'm playing Steve McRae Simulator 2020. And you have a group of Steve's minions that are accurately represented graphically on the screen. And you got to go around and kill anybody that doesn't worship McRae and convert them either into McCrazies, or you have to kill them and try to, you know, affect the entire world. You're going to conquer the world. Steve McRae Simulator 2020. We're playing it right now. Keep an eye on, because we're also listening to a debate between Team Skeptic and some Christian dude. Great content. Here we go.
Direction to the end of time. Although previous people such as Lazarus and Jairus' daughter had been raised from death, those individuals were not raised to glory and immortality. Eventually they would die again, but Jesus, by contrast, was the first person in all history to be raised to glory and immortality with the body transformed, such that it was no longer subject to decay or death, and thus he is the sheaf that's way before the Lord, the first fruits of the harvest.
All right, I don't know if I can listen to this debate. We should probably listen to the pot debate, and when it's done, we might listen to the other a little, because I'm getting bored. That dude's just getting me bored. Anyway, here we go. Steve McRae Simulator 2020. These are a group of the McCrazies, and they have to go around and infect all the other normal people in the city to try to convert them to worship King Steve. Here we go. Steve McRae Simulator 2020 on the screen.
That should be legal or illegal, and we have two experienced debaters, so this should be a lot of fun, folks. It's going to be a great one, and want to let you know, if it's your first time here, consider hitting that subscribe button, because we've got a lot more debates coming up.
Oh my God, it's so realistic.
Out, including tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Very excited. We haven't had this one in a while.
It's like the most realistic game I've ever played.
Are aliens. So a Christian and an atheist will be debating that. That should be a lot of fun, folks. And also, though, want to let you know, as you're listening today, keep in mind, both of our debaters...
Oh my God, this is the most realistic video game I have ever played. It so perfectly represents the reality that's going on around us.
Have their links in the description that I have put there for you, for your convenience, so that if you're listening and you're like, I want more of that, well, you can hear more of that at their channels. And thanks so much for being here, folks. If you have any questions, feel free to fire them into the old live chat, and then we'll ask those to the speakers during the Q&A at the end of the debate. Also, last thing, so many. If you are a Christian, atheist, Republican, Democrat, gay, straight, no matter where you're coming from, what walk of life, what background, we want to let you know we hope you feel welcome.
Oh, get out of there.
Channel. So none of the moderators that are here share their views or take a side. We try as best as we can. We're not perfect, but we try as hard as we can to be as neutral as possible. And welcome everybody. So
man, look at the Cheshires, look at the AT2 Pro Dachshunds in my group. Look, you can see them right. That one right there. That's Sean Hufford. Look, there's Reds. I see Reds Rhetoric dancing around. Oh my God, it's so realistic. It's such a realistic simulator.
Thanks for that. And given that we have John Maddox taking the position that pot should be illegal.
What a realistic game. Oh, I love it. God, I love realistic. I love realism in video games.
Illegal, and then we'll give it Skylar the same kind of flexible 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh my God, I just converted 4 new people. I just converted 4 new people into the McCrazy cult. It's Steve McRae Cult Simulator 2020. I love this. Is my favorite video game.
Opening, they can really use what they need, but these are probably going to be short.
Oh, a couple.
We'll jump right into the open convo. So just want to quick before we.
I just ate a couple. I love it.
Thanks so much to our guests for being with us tonight.
Hey,
get him, Reds. Get him. Hurry up, AT2. You're slacking.
Putting this all
You're
together.
always
I'm looking forward to talking with Skylar.
God.
Hopefully we can have some good back and forth about a very important topic.
Oh, you just let Sean Hufford get killed.
Absolutely. So
well, get away from the axe.
You will kick it over to John.
My God, you guys, get it together.
John. So you got anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes.
We're not going to convert all of the people with our lies and our evilness if we don't stick together.
Before presenting my core argument against the legalization of cannabis for purely recreational use, I think that's what we're going to argue here, not about just the purely medical aspect of it. I want to make a few things clear to my opponent because after watching one of his videos about this subject, I decided that I needed to clarify a few things so we can save some time in debate. Now, while I'm not going to publicly admit all of my own previous actions, it would be a complete error to
Get in there. Get in there, Cheshire. Let's go. Oh, good one, Steve McRae Jr. Good hit.
Well beyond just a
Get the gold. The king loves the gold. Pick up all the gold.
In very early 20s, there was a period in which I would be considered a user of it.
Oh my God, Cheshire just got blasted.
And I have direct experience with the ramifications.
Kill the bow and arrow. Damn it. It's spitting too many truth bolts at her. Those damn truth arrows. Get her every time. I gotta resummon her now. From the depths of hell. God, I hate summoning Cheshire from the depths of hell constantly.
I also, unfortunately, had to deal with the execution-style murder of one of my best friends and roommates as well. He was heavily involved in the drug world. So don't think I approach this subject lightly, nor over the years have not given a significant thought to the subject. Moreover, it's my understanding of its impact on productivity, overall ambition, and the measured deprecation of cognitive ability. That's what leads me to approach this both from a personal experience perspective.
Hurry up and kill the detractor. Get the gold for the king. He gets very fidgety without his rum.
I also want
We need to collect at least 50 more gold coins to get his rum for the night, damn it.
And real medical issues. And if you're dealing with cancer or other terminal problems, I say go for it. I'm also in favor of expanding research into other potential uses, and I think there may be many positive applications for its different chemical elements. However, in the context of being used in the recreational sense, it is now known that it has an effect on executive function, productivity, risk assessment, and a variety of other cognitive tasks, and they are measurably negative.
We haven't converted enough, right? We really need to convert more.
On it has been shown to be a completely false assertion when compared to their actual ability when not under its effect.
Oh my God,
Good
job. Good job, team. Our GoFundMe campaign to convert more people into our a failed GoFundMe. How many failed GoFundMes do we have to have here? This GoFundMe must succeed.
Sperm and a variety of other aspects in reproduction, and a plethora of measurable genetic issues in offspring have been identified, along with its known ability to cause the expression of different genetic mutations that might otherwise not have been activated, specifically in adolescent males. It's dramatically measured. This, along with a variety of other negative health concerns in conjunction with these known mental health issues, such as panic attacks and other anxiety issues, have caused me to have significant hesitancy to support its recreational legalization. However, a primary reason I'm against it is very, very simple. Given its known negative effect on productivity, excuse me, the macro ramifications on society for its use outside of treatment for specific medical conditions must not be ignored.
Get him! Get the truth mage! Oh my God, it's an R apologist accuser. Get him! Get him! Don't let him finish his YouTube video. Get it! Don't let him finish the truth video. The exposed video. Hurry! Oh, you guys are really, really fucking it up now.
And by removing the illegality of its use,
the king's gonna be pissed. You gotta collect their gold. We're running out of cult members. You say they're too fast. These YouTubers are too fast.
Right now, boss. Well,
we only got one left.
As I'll explain later in this debate.
Come on.
That's not really a reasonable conclusion based on the evidence. And beyond that, if we remove the legal restriction, there's going to be an expansion of an entire segment of our society that will, in my opinion, will never escape poverty, nor even have, many of them will even have the ambition to do so. So I look forward to this conversation with Skylar, and you'll render my time.
Thanks so much, John. So you will now switch over to Skylar for his overview. Begin 5 and then go into open conversation. The floor is all yours, Skylar.
All right. So let me start with saying I'm not going to announce anything that I work for a particular industry, but what I will say is that my views may not necessarily represent any kind of company or business related to the cannabis industry that I work with. This is my own opinions, my own thoughts, my own what I will tell you, let's start with some of the stuff to address real quick is the health issues.
All right. These two YouTubers are really fast. They're working on a really bad expose video. It contains an RA clip. It contains some tweets about Katie Joy. You guys, cult members, we got to stick together. We got to get them. We got to knock them down. We can't let this video get out. We got to collect their money for the king.
Because they can be very tricky, as the last conversation,
Get him.
the last debate I had on this topic. There's a lot of misusage of the data.
Get him. Good job. Oh god, we got a freaking mage. We got a really, really good YouTuber that does exposés. Get on him. Get in there. You got him cornered. Finish him. You let him get away.
Silly.
Go on, AT2. You're the one with the crab arms. Go on. Use your crab arms, AT2. Great job.
We don't outlaw them. We shouldn't outlaw things that a consenting adult wants to put in their body. I'm not arguing the legalization of drugs, marijuana for kids, unless of course it's medical.
All right, we're in the clear. We got to be careful. They got a truth bow.
I will say that.
You got to be careful here. Lure him out. Lure him out.
If something
ready,
is bad
go.
for you, that's not a good reason to make it illegal, right? We should ban fast food if that's the case. Ban cheeseburgers, ban sugar, ban alcohol, ban cigarettes. I mean, what else? I mean, how far are we going to go with this? I will say that obviously making it criminal has created drug cartels. A huge amount of
Oh no, they got Sean Hufford and his girlfriend.
making something illegal.
Oh, they just got cystriking. Oh man, she was in the middle of a GoFundMe campaign. Oh, that's gonna lose money for the king.
Will tell you that
Oh, it's gonna lose money for the
when
king.
it was illegal, you just made it more difficult to find. Not even really difficult.
How many times I gotta tell you guys?
An hour longer in a parking lot.
Watch out for the arrows.
What I would say is that, you know, the amount of money we spend on court cases, tax dollars, putting
Ooh, that's right. Use the truth bomb against them.
isn't wasting money. It's not, it doesn't, as we've seen, the drug war, the use of drugs has not gone down when it comes to marijuana, it's only gone up. And making something illegal to stop, and wanting it to do it, or stopping from consuming the product. All you do is you create a criminal under element that's going to bring it to the underground, and you're going to have all types of problems where you have it completely unregulated, and you have a lot of violent crime coming out of that.
Good job. Good job. The
I would
king's
say
gonna be
things,
proud.
Yeah, everybody has different reactions to cannabis. Depends on what you're actually using. I said you're not arguing.
Get more
against
AT2
medical
productions in there. Great. We got a
I
whole
guess you could
swarm
say
of
there are some
AT2.
medical
And Look a
value,
Pig.
to it.
Look a Pig's the big one. The big fat one.
Yeah, I think that's it. We'll start. Well, just to kind of get going. That's a couple things. I don't want to go too long with the opening. I'm sure we'll get more into it when we have discussion. But my bottom line would
God.
be,
Okay.
I don't care if it's bad for people. We don't know exactly all the details of it. Yes, it may have some.
This
negative
YouTuber
effects,
is on
those
fire.
cheeseburgers,
We gotta hurry. Let's recruit a Look a
cigarettes.
Pig.
We don't
There it
know
is.
what ban in our country. But we can go from there.
Okay, so we're in luck.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We will now go into the open dialogue section.
The Look a Pig unit whines and cries and summons the crybaby dead kidneys and space units once it dies. So once the Look a Pig explodes, a bunch of dead kidneys and space units come out, and they use depression as a weapon to attack the villagers. So we might be able to win this if they attack our Look a Pig. Let's see.
Where do you want to start, John?
Well, I'm going to address some of you just brought up there, because in the context of the illegality aspect.
Oh, they just got the Look a Pig. Look. A bunch of dead kidneys and space units just popped out. Oh, wow, that's cool.
We should remove the lifetime.
Yeah, no, don't catch on fire. Get in there. Get him. Use the AT2 pinchers. Use the AT2 pinchers. Oh, my God, he can fly.
Of those charges after a set
Oh, shit, he going crazy.
Without any additional infractions. So I'm not agreeing with this legalization.
Here, get him.
I also think we shouldn't destroy someone's life in perpetuity for something that is not remotely on the same plane.
Good job. Oh, man, that's like 3 bottles of rum. That's like 3 rum and coke nights right there taken care of.
Yeah, just
Oh, thank goodness, man.
The complication
Wow, I was getting nervous.
Expungements of so many minor crimes.
I was getting nervous, y'all. Good job. If that Look a Pig wouldn't have popped into several dead kidneys and space units using depression to win the battle against the villagers, Ooh, we would have had an issue.
And, yeah, the cost for it.
All right, here we go.
Can be very astronomical. So I think that's something we definitely need to address, regardless if this becomes legal or not on a national basis. I think that's something that definitely does need to be addressed. But I'll let you get back in here in a second. But the other thing I would like to say, and we can talk about this in more detail as we go along, but I hear the argument of there hasn't been enough research. It's a very common one, and I would have to disagree with you because there's been studies here in the States that have gone on over 20-year periods. There's studies from all over the world that have been conducted, and if we're just going to ignore the findings that they have discovered.
Oh, we got extra villagers. Convert them or kill them, one of the two. They either convert or they die.
Apply that logic to
oh, that's creepy.
Really any other
that's
aspect
creepy.
of science. So to do it in this context,
but fitting,
seems a
but
little
fitting.
bit, illogical and like
very realistic.
Folks are strongly in
The
favor
realism of this game.
Circumvent some of these potential negatives to what their objectives are.
Oh yeah, let's summon. We want to summon another look-a-pig.
Just for the sake of argument, be happy to grant.
We want to summon a look-a-pig, or do we want to summon a Cheshire?
We shouldn't lock
82 Productions.
In our criminal system, because that's what we're doing. Is we're arresting.
We could summon some side strikelings. Which one? Let's you know him. He always needs the Cheshires around. Let's make sure we got at least a Cheshire.
Now the court's going to get, now these people are going to have to go to court. It's going to be on the record, even if you feel that they should be.
Oh my God! He just took out a lot of the dead Kennedys and spaces we had left from the last round. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. The Cheshires are making up for it though, as they usually do. In reality, they're making up for it. All right, we gotta kill it. We gotta get these YouTubers. Watch out for the axe! Oh my God, this is bad.
I would be happy to look at some of these studies with you. That's fine, but we're gonna have to actually look at the study because it is illegal in the United States to actually study cannabis. Now they can study by doing like polling on people who smoke weed, things like that, but they can't actually study it because it's considered Schedule 1. Now, maybe it's in a different country. I'd like to see which country. I'm not saying that there aren't countries that have studied it. But in the end, we could go through those health studies. That's absolutely fine. But it's going to be
almost enough gold to summon a look-a-pig.
I imagine you wouldn't be.
You need a little more gold. There's got to be some laying around.
Restaurants like McDonald's or alcohol or something like that.
Well, I figured you were going to go down that rabbit hole because I think it's such a very common, in my opinion, actually an asinine route to go down. Like, hey, we got. You
don't want to die? Well, then convert. Join the youth. Subscribe. It's all you got to do is subscribe.
If you follow that same logic,
we're definitely low on basic subscribers, so I had to the swarm. I had to get some more subscribers. Wait, I need to summon some more subscribers. Oh, we just did. Well, we definitely need a side strikling or two. Every mob needs a side strikling, so.
Yet I don't really hear too many people.
Every SJW cultist mob, so.
Opioids. So to say, oh, we already have alcohol. Yeah, there's a hell of a lot of ramifications of alcohol too, and fast food. Right?
So you would vote to make it illegal. You would ban alcohol if it was up to you.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we. If
well, you would be. I'm throw an argument against alcohol. And you're going to say you're against marijuana.
No, I don't have to. I just made an argument, which was we already.
Okay, we need an emergency look-a-pig. So we need to unlock some more cultists. Is what we do. You know that the look-a-pigs cry and whine when they die and explode to turn into a lot of dead Kennedys in space. We need that to happen now. We need them to pop our look-a-pig.
Something used to be legal, or there's other things that are similar from a negative aspect are legal. It's not really a logical reason to bring it into the equation, and whether or not I would want to ban alcohol is not really relevant to this debate. But
it would be hypocritical of you if you were to say you were advocating that marijuana should be illegal, but then you would argue that alcohol should be legal on some level.
Oh my God, so much money.
Illegal.
Well, stick to mine now. I'll answer that question. Listen. All right, listen. Hold on. I'm going to answer your question, but you're going to have to answer mine now next. I think that it shouldn't be illegal to have opiates on your possession. People shouldn't be able to be arrested for opioid usage. I think throwing users of opioids in jail is not the answer. That if you want to have some type of medical treatment, people are addicted to those extremely dangerous drugs, completely different category of something. That would be fine, but I would say no. You shouldn't make it illegal. It's illegal because we don't want to throw people in jail. Now, my question.
Oh my God, dude! There's a new unit. Where is it? I don't even know what's happening.
Alcohol illegal in this country since you're advocating marijuana.
If we did, I think it would save a lot of problems. It's not something I'm going to go on a campaign for. But, I mean,
Okay, he popped the look-a-pig. All right, we got our dead Kennedys in space. All right, nice. Dead Kennedys in spaces are here.
Until after I had and doing a bunch of other stuff, and it wasn't until I had to have emergency brain surgery to save my life that
You pop a look-a-pig, you get like 10 dead Kennedys in space, whining and crying about their depression.
Constant state of mental
As a
fault.
defense mechanism against criticism, it's really good for the game. It's really good for the game.
James, I don't know if you
Now,
published
we
that
were
link in
decimated
but,
there, so we need some more
I've got a
basic
bunch of papers
subscribers.
we can happily review. But this leads back to my whole aspect of the cognitive
And we
deficit
will
that has
grab...
been measured.
The
So, for
Cheshires
example,
are so
one of the
weak.
studies,
They fall so fast.
showed that it was over 20
We need
years,
more
they showed
AT2
that,
paradoxins. I mean, it was
directly
obvious the whole
after,
time. It was obvious the whole time.
You're, on average, your IQ drops about 8 points. The impairment of executive functions, decision making, modifications to
when you drink alcohol, you get drunk. Yes, there are. Yes, when you get intoxicated or you get high.
Let me finish my point, bro.
But
the effect of this on cognitive function was shown to last, somewhere around 28 days before they were back to being equal to the control group. So, and then over the extended period of time, they noticed that they were actually showed that.
Oh, they think they're going to trick us. Well, our AT2 paradoxin crabs are immune to fire.
The average, not the average, but it went up to like chronic users over that 20-year period of the study.
All they got to do is cry that they got doxxed. That's why they're immune to fire.
If they
cry they got doxxed, people stop giving them hell. So they avoid the fire.
So, in context of the overall impact on society, is if you're looking at expanding the usage of the substance.
Ooh, baby.
Even if you don't use it that often, you're actually having dramatically mitigated cognitive ability for a month, for example. That's
so dumb.
A pretty significant impact, not only on
Smoking weed does not make you dumb for a month, and whoever is debating you needs to call you out for that stupid statement right now or concede the debate. One of the two.
on the person, on the user, but also on the
My
economy and society
God.
and their families and everything else. That's something I think actually has to be considered in this whole conversation.
So can you?
Oh, yeah, the economy has to be considered. You mean like the economies that are booming because the medical Mary Jane is sold so expensive that it injects a boatload of money from surrounding states from people going in to buy it. Wow.
Can you explain to me how the cannabinoids drop your IQ by?
All right, good. I was about to say you almost lost this debate.
8 points.
8 points. So how does cannabinoids acting within your brain drop your IQ?
Go ahead and read the paper, man. It's in the link. It's
Read the paper, man.
Right now, man, I can't like start reading a paper.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You want me to read the boring ass paper that explains the G and everything else that it impacts?
I think it's just not. But I mean, it's not a good thing when we're having a discussion debate. You just say, hey, read this paper. It's okay. So listen, that's why I said it doesn't matter. This is what my point was.
I usually ask for sources.
Well, sure, yeah, but I can't go through it. I can't. Hold on, dude. Hold on. I was in the middle of explaining what I was saying.
Go ahead and read the paper.
Well, dude, I'm not. First, we're live on air. I'm not gonna.
Ah, shit. First things first. Oh my God, we can't get up there.
Actually, this is why I said in the beginning, though, it doesn't matter. I don't care if there are health effects. You don't throw people.
Get him! Oh yeah, baby.
Because they chose to.
Get in there, AT2. Get your crab arms working. Get your crab arms working.
It doesn't matter what the health effects are.
Oh my God, he reanimated his horse. Oh shit, he has magic.
Human beings should be thrown into prison.
Get him!
Jail. Because they choose to smoke a plant freely, so that it grows from the ground. Why are you arguing they should go to prison?
You spoke before we started this debate because I literally stated that I don't support minor possession being treated the same as higher level.
Oh God. Oh fuck. You didn't even pop the dead Kennedys in spaces out of the lookup pigs. Could have at least done that for. Woo! Oh my God. Okay, we popped the dead Kennedy. We got a bunch of dead Kennedys now.
Hold on. So this is
Get him!
Hold on. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna respond to you so you understand what I'm talking about. So when you're saying it's make it illegal, there has to be be some kind of punishment that follows you. Okay, so if it's not jail time, it's going to be some type of fee. Like, this is actually how states, when they start to legalize what first, they'll change the laws and loosen them up, right? They'll start making it just so where it's fines that you have to pay. And then eventually, when they smart enough
Oh,
to realize how
baby! Oh, we got a new unit. We got a new unit, y'all. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's our new? Is it gonna be a Nick Suitor? Did we unlock Nick Suitor? Oh, I can't. I'm excited. Oh my God. I've been wanting to unlock the Nick Suitor since I started the game. Are we gonna unlock the Nick Suitor or? Oh God, I'm too nervous to click the button. Give me a second. I gotta collect myself first. Oh God. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Oh, we unlocked the Nick Suitor. We unlocked the Nick Suitor. Oh damn, dude. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let's go summon the Nick Suitor.
You want where people don't smoke weed as much or at all.
I'm not sure how this is relevant to whether or not it should be legalized, but and again,
The danger that comes exists like the gold, fish, and prosperity that we have been enjoying for the past century. We thought it would carry on forever if we could convince the binding entity that we are worthy. Yes, we are nothing on our own. We belong to a chain of something, entangled and godly, an emergence that shall not be outcast from the universe. My family was killed. What must we do? We are doomed. He's coming. The king is coming. Silence. I am as heartbroken as you all. It may be that we have been forsaken by our king's day, our faith in who we are, that shall not go quietly into the night. This is such a good Steve McRae Simulator 2020. Steve McRae Cult Simulator 2020. I can't believe how realistic this is. Oh, we get to choose a direction. All right, if we go north, looks like we're heading more into the city. But if we go east, we get to go to the windmill. And I've been trying to unlock Bull for a while. Where would Bull be though? The east or the north? And you know, if we got lucky enough to pull a Steve Jr., that's the rarest card in the game. The Steve Jr. would probably be to the north. We're going to go for the Steve Jr. We want to unlock the Steve Jr. Here we go. We want to unlock the Steve Jr. Okay. Formed horizons and deafening change. Here we go.
That's your argument. I'm arguing against you. When you say
that's not my argument.
Well, you're okay.
Oh, we get to try out our new Nick Suitor.
See, and then first of all,
oh wait, the Nick Suitor summons the bulls. I didn't know they summoned the bullinators. Oh, I got to see this in action.
No, I think that people can't have conversations and dialogue while on camera.
Oh look, you can see the bullinators. They're the little like ghost things there. Oh, that's so awesome. Okay, well great. I don't know the game mechanics yet. I'm just learning. Oh man, Nick Suitors are good at tearing down barriers. They're really good at tearing down barriers. Any barrier that stands in their way, it looks like Nick Suitor's little lightning bolt tears it down. Awesome.
Directly from studies.
Oh, please, yeah, quote. Can you give us a quote from them?
Get them. We need more bullinator ghosts. Oh my God, what is that thing? Oh, it just took out my whole army. You know.
What's the most compelling evidence from a particular article?
You want me to go find an exact quote? Okay, fine.
Well, I mean, you're making a claim that it does this damage. I'd like you to support it.
But now you want me to support something that I literally said you can go read the paper on, and I have to go and read it verbatim right this second while we're in the middle of a debate. That's
I mean, you're okay. I mean, then you could just take your quote back. Why should I accept what you're saying is true?
Oh my God, get the dog. All right, good. The crabs are, the AT2 Productions are really good against dogs. They have formal training. It seems like the AT2 Productions have formal training in handling the hounds, which is really like a great mechanic that they build into the game. Will you guys shut up? Shut up. It's a great mechanic they built into the game. So it turns out that the AT2 Productions units are so good at handling hounds. I don't know why they incorporated that into the game, but I mean, I guess it's logical. It makes sense. Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. We got to summon some more bullinators here. Okay, we got 2. Looks like we got 2 bullinators. All right, good, good. Oh, there's another dog. Get him, AT2 Production Crabs. Okay, okay. Oh, thank God we didn't lose anyone.
About what if you're saying that marijuana should be illegal, what is the penalty then? Because it's either going to be charge people tickets, you're going to make people pay fees to the government, or they're going to go to jail. What do you feel?
Wow, we need another lich. We need another Nick Suitor on this.
Oh, so
yeah, we need another Nick Suitor. These liches, I mean, these Nick Suitors are awesome.
You're not saying fine them. You're saying, hey,
they summon so many bullinators. It's insane how many bullinators they summon. Oh, piggies! We want them. We want to eat the piggies.
One of the primary arguments that the cannabis supporting industry uses.
Damn, those bullinators! They are fast to jump on those villagers.
From all of the weed we're going to sell on the edibles, and now you're trying to throw money being brought into the state as a opposition. Like,
no. I'm actually arguing. What I'm actually just doing is articulating to the audience what you're actually arguing for, and that's what I'm trying to do. Now,
wow, you get a couple liches, and you'll get like 9 bullinators running around, screaming and yelling and flailing their arms around.
Every state allowed marijuana and didn't tax it, and just let people sell it and grow. Right? Listen, I'm willing to compromise if states are smart enough to realize all the benefits that they're going to get from taxing marijuana and making it recreational. Colorado is a great example. They've done lots of good things in their state with it. Your solution is not throw people in jail, but make people do community service. Go pick up trash on the sides of the road when they get caught with a plant that they are freely choosing to smoke. And that's what you want. You want them to be in servitude to the government. That's what we get to.
Yes, knock down those barriers with your magical spells, multiple Nick Suitors. Oh, watch out! They're trying to catch it on fire here.
Then they can use it legally, and there's no.
Let's lock the shit down so they can't burn it up.
If you don't fall into that category, then you shouldn't.
Get them! Summon the bullinators!
That logic applies to every other.
Get the AT2 Production Crabs on the fire guy.
Illegal in the world. So just don't make it illegal. How about that? How about we just don't make it illegal so we don't have to pay all this tax? Besides making people pay tax money, we're paying.
We lost our freaking suitors.
In those states, in those counties, because our money has to go to like the court system.
All right, we need more crabs. We need more AT2 Production Crabs.
Officers arresting these people when they could be doing much better things in a society. But and just because why does it matter?
So by the way, I've got a quick quote. By the way, this study is from.
All right, now we need the swarm. We need some swarm in here.
Ironically, it was done here in the United States, but.
And what was this?
Got him. Oh shit.
The title is Persistent Cannabis Users Showed Neuropsychological Decline from Childhood to Midlife.
Now, you know why they might be able to have studies on this? Is because they can actually poll people. It's polling people. It's not actually studying the plant.
They actually did. No, they cite the effect, control groups, and
exactly by the effect of it. They can poll people on what's going on.
Okay. So let's see. Sorry, I'm scrolling back up to read the title.
God, this thing is so fast, my dude. There we go. Oh my God, so many tricks you have, huh?
Greater IQ decline.
Got him.
IQ decline was most pronounced among the most persistent cannabis-dependent group. But the effect, dependence on IQ decline.
You should read that whole. That sounded actually really interesting. So it's at the highest, the people who were using it the most.
Okay, an IQ decline of 0.38 SD units corresponds to a loss of 6 IQ points from 99.68 to 99.93. Results of analysis from persistent cannabis dependents and persistent regular cannabis users were similar. And this, long story short, this study was done. They started.
Can you read that? I kind of mumbled off when you're reading it there. Like, can you quote the exact what it said there? You kind of skipped around a lot. I just want to be clear on what it's actually saying, because it sounds like it's just saying that heavy cannabis users this is who
this
it's
is a
more
long
likely to
ass
affect.
paper, which is why you didn't want to read the whole thing. So if you guys
No, that's cool. We'll read it after the debate.
I'm saying that the whole point that I'm making here is let's see, participants were members of a Dunedin study, a prospective study of first cohort of 1,000.
We gotta knock this shit down. I have a feeling he's gonna try to burn this shit up
age
and start a big
38.
fire and fuck up our
Cannabis
units.
use was ascertained, yada yada yada, and they went into a whole bunch
How
of
was it ascertained? Was it by polling people?
control groups, man. Anyway, let's move on to the
Okay,
the
that's
next
great.
piece.
I mean,
because
just don't-
you're obviously trying to avoid the.
Oh, I'm not. Listen, like I said, it is. No, like I said in the very beginning, I don't care if it causes health conditions to people. You're saying that we should lock people up, not lock people up, punish them by making them do community service if they want to smoke the plant.
Oh, what do we get? New card
And
unlocked.
also,
Oh
just to be
man.
clear, like,
You have
Oh
any
man,
other
will it
aspect
be
of
the
Well,
Steve
there's other
Jr.?
aspects too. I mean,
oh, I'm a mean guy who wants people.
Oh, we got the Steve Jr. Oh, damn. We got the Steve Jr., baby.
no,
The fish man.
people aren't necessarily less productive.
Couldn't be more
because they
accurate.
smoke pot. There are lots of people who smoke pot regularly and are very, very productive people. Are you just going to read the title of the actual study and not actually quote it? Is that what we're going to do with this one too? You're going to tell me to read the study live on air? So, listen, it doesn't
No,
matter.
actually,
It doesn't matter, and usually it's caused by heavy, it's heavy.
In most debates, both sides bring arguments, and they usually relay their source material for people to review after the fact to see whether or not what their argument was true or false. Which is exactly what I did, and James can attest that I sent him an email with a link to these things that I'm referring to publish in Super Chat, and he can put it in the description for all I care. The point I'm making is for you just to completely discount the arguments that I'm making when I'm literally saying I have, and here is.
Okay, let's summon the Steve Jr. We got to summon our new Steve Jr. It looks like it could be a good unit. This looks like a really good unit. It's drooling everywhere. It looks like it's half naked. And for some reason it walks really low to the ground, probably because of some kind of like weak limbs, I would think, right? Weak limbs.
These reports were correct. We didn't have time necessarily to go into them because these are studies that take.
Oh, they eat the sheep. Oh, that's so realistic. It's just so realistic. They feed on sheep. It's realistic.
This whole discussion where
I can't believe my units are feeding on sheep. It's realistic. And the 82 production units are jumping on a hound, on a dog. Oh wow, it's crazy. It's crazy realistic.
I found out they basically misrepresented the data in a bunch of different things.
Oh, those juniors. Look at those juniors just hopping all around the place, just sliming everything, but sliming everyone. So realistic. Oh, let's get some more. Let's get some more Steve Juniors.
Whatever. So
such a realistic unit.
Like when I'm like, hey,
sliming everything it touches.
From here.
Oh, it's just so realistic. Eat the sheep. Oh yeah, feed on the sheep, just like real life. Oh, it's great.
It's a report. We don't have time to read.
Well, we need our 82 production crabs.
Thought was correct in the first place. I wouldn't.
Oh, get those sheep. You can't let any of the sheep get away.
Go a little bit more in detail.
Oh, it's so realistic.
Why I keep bringing up the polling is one of the ways that this data is often misused. Is it's relying on how people like answer these questions. It's not like scientific study done on the actual plant because they can't study it because it's illegal to do so. Go ahead, my man. I said a lot of things.
Oh, no, I mean, this aspect of it.
Oh, that's a lot of gold out of that one. Yes, we gotta fund those rum and coke nights. Oh, can't let the sheep get away. You gotta feed on every sheep, every last sheep you can get.
19th of 2019.
Such a realistic game. Oh yeah.
The epigenetic component or effects of cannabinoids on the sperm have been directly linked to autism, and there's been
cannabis causes autism. Is that what he said? Oh, I'm learning so many new things in this stream that I never heard of before. It's almost like he's making it all up.
Specific elements, specific cause of autism.
I mean, damn. Feed on the pay piggies. Got to feed those pay. You gotta eat those. Feed on those pay piggies. That's right.
Go and read the papers after we get done.
Come on, slime that last one. Slime the last attractor.
I literally read these things in the past week.
Attack with your lies. You got to attack with lies and slander. Use the lies and slander, Colt.
I don't think you're
good job. Come on, a little more lies and slander there to kill that one.
And I think that they're...
Come on, the juniors aren't doing it. Here. Feed on one of these sheep. It'll help you. Feed on that sheep right there. It'll help you guys out. Make you stronger.
The money that it's going to cost also...
Good job. I'll summon you a Nick Suitor to help order you around.
About the black market situation?
There we go. We've upgraded to a Nick Suitor. Great.
Keep something illegal and then have
get that last sheep. No more sheep. That's right. Feed on all of them.
And we have violent drug cartels because of the drug war.
What is that?
Like, don't you see that as a negative towards keeping marijuana illegal?
I think again, I think this is a fun diversion away from the real reasons from my argument perspective of why brought it to everyday recreational use. If we focus this on medical use and use for true medical issues.
Yeah, we're running low on the 82 productions, but it's been so long since we've had some size strikelings. So let's go ahead and summon some size strikelings. Why not?
That was going to the black market specifically to deal with pain, epilepsy, and a plethora of other medical issues that have legitimate reasons to be using the substance. So obviously that component of it, and I believe there's been studies on that too, that the medical marijuana legalization side of things did impact the cartels to an extent. But on the opposite side of that, I mean, if we're worried about Mexican drug cartels that are literally acting like terrorist organizations, I would say one of the easiest ways to take care of it would just be to take them out militarily. In the past, in other aspects of history, when situations like this occurred, usually you went and took care of it. And because obviously at this point, the Mexican government admits that they
let's just throw out a random group of Cheshires. Why not?
To deal with them themselves.
Random group of Cheshires. Get them in there.
Element of how we could address that issue.
I think that's it's interesting, man, because now you're going, in order to keep marijuana illegal, we should fight cartel wars, basically, in other countries with our military. Go in and do military strikes. Like, haven't we learned quite our lesson with going in and going to small organizations like terrorist groups, drug cartels, and trying to execute them and kill them? Like, they just pop up and ruin people. Like, this war doesn't end.
Why does the United States
money? And you're spending money on all this.
Why do the United States Marines exist?
Oh no, we don't have too many 82 productions to fend off the dog. Oh good, the Nick Suitor got the dog for us. All right, good.
The entire point of it was to go and take out the Barbary pirates, who would be a criminal cartel.
Very different time period. Different culture, different time period. It's not how the modern world is. But what you're...
All right, let's throw out some more Steve Juniors. We're running low. They have very slimy units. We need slimy units. So hold on. We need even more slimy units right now. We got to keep these guys on their toes. Many slimy units as we can.
Countries in the modern era, people taking action to stop.
Oh, these poor townspeople. They're just being absolutely wrecked.
Military grade.
But we create them. We fund them through the drug.
The size strikelings are holding up this round. We still have plenty of size strikelings. It's kind of impressive. They're like cockroaches.
Drug cartels, vicious, violent drug cartels.
So, which country has the greatest source? Is the greatest source of the?
Don't let the sheep get away. We got to feed. Oh my God! Look at all these sheep. Ooh, they look so good. Oh wow! Oh, get those pay pigs. Get the pay pigs. Oh, they're behind the fence. Damn it!
Should we legalize that?
We don't. Meth's not. I don't even believe meth is one of the major things. What does that matter? I don't think it should be. Well, first of all, hold on.
Logic to the argument.
Yeah. Hold on a second. No, let me think that through. Should we? Well, first of all, I would still. Let's say meth is coming through. Which isn't the situation. At least if that meth is. Yeah. You're talking about like on top of people having to go do whatever it's called, service for the government. Now you're talking about using troops and soldiers to go fight drug cartels. because you like that's more money.
Oh
and
my
that's
God, we need
people's
some
lives
gold.
that
We're
are-
running low.
All for what? Because people might get a little dumber when they smoke pot. Like that's the argument you're trying to make.
Oh
now.
God, run. Oh no, get the gold. Summon some more. We need we can get some units in here. We need some
Oh, I've been
AT2
paying
productions to join the
There's
group.
autism. There's a plethora of cancers. There's
That's it. It's bullshit. I call bullshit on your
birth-
autism thing. I'm sorry.
There's literally a paper published.
I bet you there was. Right? Can you quote that
I
paper?
think it was April 18th. I'm actually looking through my notes here. I'm trying to find it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bro, use this thing called Google, man. It came up with
You know, listen, I expect that when my opponent comes with arguments that he's going to have these things documented, like with quotes and an actual way to kind of outline it to where it seems reasonable and understandable. What I've got from you is just empty assertion.
Again, it has been published for access by you and the audience.
I don't even know what you're actually referring to. What paper? Where is it at? I've got your screen up. I can see you. Is it in the side chat? Like, is it? Where is this?
James, where did you put the link I sent you?
I have it in the description now.
All right, so it's in the description of the video. Let's go to this link here. Well, why? It's irrelevant. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether it's about health or not.
Ooh, we got a boss down here. Oh God. Oh yeah, I don't know about this one. Come on, group up, ding dongs. Let's go, Colt. We got thin numbers. We got to get rid of this YouTuber. Might make an exposed video on us. Can't let that happen. We got to kill them by trolling before they criticize. Troll them with our cult squad before they criticize. Good job. Collect the rum and coke money. Great job. Great job.
Studies.
Yep.
All right, so this is going right to a Google Drive. Which one am I looking for in here, my man? Where's the one about autism?
That's the one I'm trying to see if I saved it.
I see.
File. I'm looking through my history right now.
Uh-oh. Boss fight. Oh my God, this YouTube, that's, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 150,000 subscriber channel.
Here's my thing.
Gonna expose us in a week. Gotta get them, but gotta troll them before they make the video. Oh my God.
Fund terrorist organizations, drug lords.
If their criticism comes out, it's the end for our cult.
Environment in Mexico that's very hostile to people and very hostile to us with us funding drugs. How about we not take more money to
Get
have
him!
federal police now have to go and fight
Oh
Mexico
shit!
in order to stop people
Okay,
from
try one more
supposedly
time here. That's pretty crazy.
possibly getting autism from
Get in there! Run! He's charging it! Get in!
I mean, what other things do you like to discuss, man? 'Cause, I know beyond all doubt that I will find this little paper that I'm looking for and embarrass the hell out of you because I know exactly what it says. So
just not right now during this debate though.
no, I'm looking for it right now. I'm gonna find it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I
just want to know when you embarrass me, it won't be doing this.
I'm gonna give you the floor to keep repeating the same crap over and over again.
I mean, listen, I've given you, I told you already health doesn't even make a difference, even if it wasn't healthy. It doesn't make a difference to me. People should be able to make choices for themselves. Who are you to tell other people what level their intelligence should be at? What optimal health?
Oh, that sucked. Oh my God, that sucks.
Business, frankly. It's not hurting you. Our goal isn't necessarily to be a top-performing society, economic, whatever you view as a top-performing person. That these drugs like marijuana may inhibit and make less of a person.
I need to summon more
Yeah, go ahead,
minions.
please.
Gold. Give me the gold. Oh, he got me. Oh, he got me. This is hard. This fight is hard.
Yeah, go click on the T&D. Cannabis use is associated with potentially heritable widespread changes in Austin gene.
Oh, he just fucked us up again.
DNA methylation.
Okay, we need a good unit for this fight. What are we gonna use? I think that the Cheshires have to go in.
Yeah, you kind of broke up. No, you
Okay,
said,
so-
I thought you just said which link it was. I thought you were going to go to.
Okay, so the title of the article is actually the research paper from.
All right, hit him as hard as you
let's see,
can before
March
this sword
14,
dude gets here.
2019, accepted August 8, 2019. Cannabis use
Yee!
potentially heritable widespread changes in autism candidate gene DLGAP2 DNA methylation in sperm. And I got large detail.
You know, well, I mean, but what does that mean? So, like, it says it affects this.
Okay. So are you familiar with methylation of DNA?
And I am absolutely not.
Okay, so the vast majority of people are only aware of the fact that we have genes and that they're expressed in different proteins. What the vast majority of people are unaware of is that outside of additional aspects of our genetic code, which controls gene regulatory networks, which actually control the expression of different facets of our DNA, there's also an additional component that applies to epigenetics, which has only been discovered relatively recently, within the majority of it in the last decade, concept really in the last 20 years, but external factors actually cause something called methylation, which is the DNA itself doesn't change, but
Oh, fuck, they got one of our Cheshires. This is not good. Maybe we can get some gold out of these barrels. We are almost about to summon some more units.
And basically either turn it off or hyper-express it. And one of the things they found in this whole process was that it was causing both hyper and hypo expression of different genes, specifically in sperm, which is then transferred into the offspring and directly correlated to the incidence of
Oh, come on. He was almost dead.
determined that this was absolutely was happening, and there's one of the other components of that is it's not in an imprinted region. So when an egg and a sperm come together and the two halves join, usually the vast majority of the in the imprinted region, which is an additional epigenetic factor, when they join, the majority of the epigenetic methylation is removed prior to the fetus.
Shit!
The zygote forming.
Okay, now we need the Cheshires are too weak, bruh. We need fuck it, we're going with our basic swarm. Oh, that was our caster. He's gone.
And this autism and a variety of the other things that I was mentioning earlier have been shown to become heritable negatives, which can go into multiple generations. And so this whole stuff that I'm talking about right now is relatively recent discoveries, even the context of knowing that what I'm describing is even possible, let alone being able to even measure and truly understand the negative impacts that are being caused by things like what we're discussing tonight.
So there's audience members saying that the first, because I don't have a link to this, tell me which link it is. It says, okay, I read the paper. It says right at the top, the first paragraph, that they're not saying there's enough
Further down, keep going.
Does it? Yeah, I don't. So does it say something like that in the beginning? There is no link. The first paragraph. I don't have. I wish I could read. I don't have. Which one?
Oh, last try, and then I'm switching my game, dude. I'm switching the game after this. Last shot for the night. Hey, this is a fun little game, though. He stepped on one, you freaking asshole. Got him.
By the way, it says this large associated protein.
Oh, they got my caster again. These guys are too dead on point. Oh, damn, they got my Defango.
Hypomethylation.
Shit.
At 17 CPG sites in human sperm. We successfully validated
What a great game. What a great game, guys. I mean, I love Steve McRae Cult Simulator 2020. We're going to beat it, but we're going to probably have to give a couple nights to beating it. It's not just going to happen instantly. That's for sure. What time we got here? 10:50 p.m. I got videos to make tomorrow. I'd love to stream with you guys longer, but I'm going to go ahead and call it a night because it's been a crazy, insane just nuts stream. And I'm going to eat something. I'm going to chill. But I love you and I appreciate you for chilling with me and being here. I mean it, guys. You know, I don't have... once again, I want to make sure that I just wanted to weigh in because it just seems like due to some people being friends or some people not wanting to call out certain other people, you know, if they want to make that choice and it's just not a creator or anything like that, I don't typically press it, as you saw the last few days. But when things came to a head and videos are being made on viewers about how they are doxers and this and that, you got to set the record straight. Now, I'm not telling you which way to go. I'm telling you that the evidence that's there that makes me feel the way that I do and why I draw my conclusions. And hopefully you can see that I don't blindly draw my conclusions. I draw them because of things I've seen, witnessed, the screenshots that we've saved, and that, you know, in the end, hopefully more people will open their eyes to that. If I get bored in a little bit, I might restart the stream. You never know. If I get bored, I just might restart the thing. So I might see you here soon. But I'm just going to go eat something, and maybe I will jump back on and game out for a little bit. I don't want to stay up too late tonight. But anyway, don't bother anyone that we talked about, especially if they're not a YouTuber. I'm not telling you to bother a YouTuber. I'm telling you, you may want to leave a comment for a YouTuber or something like that. That's your thing. Just don't bother anybody that's not a YouTuber, because there's this level of, there's an expectance of privacy. There's an expectance of, if you want to be a part of the conversation, you're going to put yourself up on the screen. You're going to upload, right? You're going to weigh in. And that's why I think that, you know, maybe... hopefully everybody got something out of the stream, at least understand why I've looked at it the way I look at it for my audience. That's what I really care about. I'll be back. UNIRock out. Thanks, guys. See you soon. Check out, oh, by the way, please do me the favor of going to UNIRock 2, watching the video that I put up, sharing the video that I put up, tagging Team YouTube, do what it says in my video that I uploaded. I really need your help. These guys were trying to false strike me, and I need my audience to step up in those situations. Thank you. And while you're there, make sure you join the channel.